is also very, very lucky that the lightning blesses him regularly when he fires his bow. So all good stuff. All good stuff.
Those bits from Chill Out just reminded me that I have to write up interactions. Whoa, that's really large. All right, we're going to shrink that down. Why don't you talk a little about that bow? Because I think that bow is one of my finer creations.
Yes, the bow is definitely one of your finer creations. So the bow, it acts as a long bow, and upon a hit, you roll for luck to get a lightning bolt to strike the arrow. And if you pass your luck check, a lightning bolt strikes, and the damage is currently 1d6 at this level, but as levels progress, so does the damage. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens as he progresses.
Oh,
But good stuff, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be something special. Barkrocks,
Yay!
thanks, buddy.
Oh,
Nice.
He just subscribed. This lets me fade this in here. All right, cool. We just got a bunch of bits from. Let's see. I'm gonna back up here a little bit. All right, 15 bits from Legio. Legio, that's luck for all, so everyone's gonna get one fleeting luck point.
Nice.
And then we got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. So that's either 2 people get 1 luck Chill Out, or somebody will get a reroll. It's up to you. 500 bits. That's awesome. Hey, Barkrock, since you subscribed, roll me a. I think D30 is operational. It is. Roll me a D30 there, Barkrocks. Snacks, you got a reroll. Right, I don't have the. We'll just keep that in mind. Reroll for Snacks. Just D30. You don't need the R. I tried to make it as simple as possible. There you go. 12. Excellent. 12. All right, I'm going to hold on to that 12 for now, because they're just making their way back into Lowport, and things by making it easier, I made it harder. I know. That's a quote. I'm just gonna here quote add. Get this done here. Boom, got it. Okay. You're coming back down the hill. The snow that was up on the promontory has slowly started making its way down to Lowport. So the temperatures are somewhat on the chillier side right now. And as you're coming back down, you run into Frank.
hi guys.
Hey, Frank.
And you've got a pair of
Damn
boots.
rabbits.
Got a pair of boots for Frank.
Oh, cool.
They're like, ankle high, just over ankle high, kind of brown leather boots. They don't look all that special. You're like, oh, thanks. But hey, everybody likes a new set of boots.
Well, what I have on is pretty tattered since I haven't had new, pretty much anything since I was shipwrecked.
Sure.
And and they were like dress slippers, dancing shoes. So if it's all right with you guys, if I have a second, I will put those on.
Yeah.
By all means.
Go right ahead.
You slip off those tattered slippers, and when you
little satin slippers.
When you put your first boot on, what happens to it?
It turns into a like, instead of just stopping at my ankle where it looks like it would stop, I keep pulling and pulling and pulling, and it goes all the way up to just above my knees. And they have a lace up back and a fold down.
And they lace themselves up as you pull them up. How handy is that?
Nice.
They're perfect fit, and like they were made for me.
As if by magic.
Right. Is there a way to add the photo I sent you earlier?
Oh, yeah, I can. Let me find it. That was in. Where'd you send that to me?
Facebook chat.
Oh yeah, Facebook chat. Okay. I have to open another window here.
Sorry.
I'll get it. I'll do it on the break. I don't want to slow the game down.
Yeah,
but I will get it. I've got it. So she has like not knee length, knee length boots,
Just above,
pirate
just
boots
above the knee.
with a big flap that flaps over, right?
Yeah.
All right. And you're coming down. It's been a few hours, and as you're crossing, because you were coming from the northeast coastline, and you're coming through Newtown, and in Newtown you pass the Enchanted Edibles, which is this hot new restaurant that's doing really crazy avant-garde stuff with food, and they have a big sign outside that says 4-star 5-course Blink Bunny dinner, 75 ounces of gold per person, drinks not included, reservations required, limited seating. And then it has the menu, which says Blink Bunny soup, Blink Bunny meatballs in sauce, seasonal root vegetable salad, braised Blink Bunny pappardelle, and a chocolate souffle.
Wow, we worked pretty hard to save those Blink Bunnies.
I
The least we can
know.
do is go eat a couple of them.
75
Little did we
ounces
know.
of gold is 75 standard gold coins per seat.
That's a lot.
So you understand why he was so happy to just
Yes.
pay you what you want and get a
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah. Wow.
In the last session, a rogue wagon came tumbling down the road because it had started to snow and crashed right in front of them. And they had decided to help Sedgwick, the hobbit driver, the halfling driver, same thing, grab the Blink Bunnies. And they had to kind of not look at them and reach down and grab them. It's like they were quantum bunnies of some sort. Yeah, little did you know you were rescuing dinner. So yeah, there's big sign. There's people standing out there because Newtown is like the hoity-toity kind of Lowport. They're either people that already made their fortune or people that are making their fortune by living in the town and dealing like in the black market or in the shadow service industry, like assassination and thievery and things like that, magical tracking of targets, stuff like that.
Okay.
Would I know at all if Blink Bunny would be a good thing to eat or something that could, I don't know.
Give me an intelligence check.
Do our vouchers work at this place?
Your vouchers would work. Your vouchers are good for everywhere.
I did. I double clicked it.
It's all right. That first one is a 13. You believe that Blink Bunny probably tastes similar to regular rabbit, which is quite good. Sometimes a little gamey if it's ill prepared. But that it might even have some enhanced flavor profiles because of the strange magical nature of the creatures.
But probably not going to do anything for us unique.
Not wearing the eye patch wrong. I gotta read. I need both eyes to read. Chill out. There. Armady.
I mean, no, they're not going to enhance us in any way, but I mean, it's like dinner,
It's
That's
a
an
pretty
expensive
pricey dinner.
That's a
is a
pricey dinner.
Well, if you don't want to drop the money, then let's continue on.
Chill out. I'm an old man and me eyes don't work like they used to. Sometimes I have to flip this up to read. Get off me, case. Just because you win one Viva La Dungeon doesn't mean you have the right to nag at me. You ain't me, wife. Just get rid of it. Yeah, so it's entirely up to you. You've got more than enough capital on those vouchers.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to eat That might be a little much.
Sickly Ned is kind of interested to see how well this chill out bunny. Hey, the wink bunny.
Chill out bunny. We're gonna name the bunnies Chill Out Bunnies. Actually, there's gonna be a club in town called Chill Out Bunny.
Uh-oh.
Chill Out Bunnies.
So, Ned having been a proprietor of a pangolin, and where she was known for some of her delicacies, and this is why she was able to catch those rabbits so easily last time, is curious to see what this regional cuisine is like. So she's going to go ahead and order up the rabbit special.
Okay. So you walk up and there's a hoity-toity maitre d' in like a navy blue coat with big lapels and gold buttons, with a white towel over their arms, standing at the door, and they're holding a tray, and it just has like a stamp from Enchanted Edibles with a price on it, and you can just put your chit on there, and he'll stamp it, and then he'll say, "Madame, Sir, forgive me. Please arrive promptly at 7 bells for the dinner this evening. Attire is formal, if you could."
Sounds like we're going to a clothier.
Well, as I did just say, I haven't had anything new in a while, and I'm kind of grungy.
Chill outside. Everyone's wearing glasses but me, so I put my glasses on. But I don't need them for this. Oh, man. Nah, everything's too close. If I'm like way back here, yeah, but that's really only like 6 feet from the camera, 5 feet from the camera. No, it's gotta be a little further than that. I'm fine.
I can't even read my computer without mine on, and it's delivered like right here.
Well, I can see Jasmine as Frank and Jim as Gunner and Fleeting Left and Harry and Christopher. That's it. I can't. Yeah. So this is for you, chat. I'm wearing glasses.
She wants to see what you got to say, Calvin. He wanted us all to match. All right, because he's probably wearing his glasses, aren't you? There you go, buddy. We're all matching. Got my little scientist specs on. Nerd.
What was that?
That was my nerd. That was my nerd laugh.
All right.
That was awesome.
I've stepped out of my own persona. Christopher Rick is just sitting over there on the couch chilling out. This is DM Cryptophore. Okay, so he says, if you wanna, please dress. It is a pirate town, but Newtown is the hoity-toity part, like I said. So they would prefer not street clothes, not shipborne clothes, stuff you wouldn't wear on the ship. Yeah, basically.
Not salty, dirty, smelly,
dried blood and who knows what over here.
I'm sure I've got some ichor somewhere.
Right, some ichor from the Mahria Kraken.
Yeah.
Mahria Kraken ichor. Yeah, that's bad stuff.
Those guys that were trying not to attack us, but were attacking us because of our bad luck.
Because of the right. The what were those? Oh, they were just like weird.
They were just people.
Yeah, just weird people. There were like 2 teams of them, or 2 groups of them. All right.
Yeah.
That battle was electric.
Ah.
Sorry.
Woogie.
Okay, apparently we are a lot distracted tonight.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
So, Ned is the only one so far who has bought a meal. So he's the only one that needs to be worried about coming back in the proper clothing at this point.
Or she.
Yeah, they are the only one.
Hey.
They. Right, so Newtown has all kinds of clothing shops if you want to go buy clothes. It's absolutely fine. Mark off 75 gold from your chit. And then a good set of clothes. I don't even have a DCC book nearby here. All right, let's see here. A good set of clothes. What's a bad set of clothes cost? So you're gonna like that one. I'll say 10 gold to get something passable. Definitely much better than the ichor salt blood-soaked clothes of a pirate. 2, 4, 6, 8, another 10 bits from Chill Out. What's that going to be? You're going to give luck or make up for distractions? Going to give luck or a reroll? It'd be luck to 2 people or 1 reroll to somebody. You sort that out. 10 gold for a nice set of clothes for the evening, in whichever style you wish. There are several shops that can create or have something available.
Okay. That
All
sounds
right.
good.
Okay. And then I'm guessing you're gonna make your way back towards the shadowy pangolin. That's where all your stuff is, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't we have a rooms there?
You do have rooms there. All right, Jim and Jasmine, you each got another fleeting luck from those 10 bits from Chill Out. Thank you very much,
Nice.
sir.
Thank
So
you.
that's 2.
That's 2. Yep.
Nice.
Very nice.
When you get back,
Thank you.
you get back to the shadowy pangolin. There's some hubbub going on in the place. It's kind of busy, and there's a lot of people like whispering and chatting to each other and stuff like that. Like it's busier than it was. It looks like maybe another ship pulled in, or something's going on in town.
I mean, as we walk through the room to go through the dining hall to go upstairs, I would imagine our rooms are upstairs.
Mm-hmm. The pangolins are always the same.
Right.
That's the thing. I can throw the map up here for everybody.
No, that's all right. I remember now.
We don't see us in there, do we?
That's a good question.
You do not see yourselves in there. Yeah, the other U's have not arrived.
That's crazy. I want to try to listen and see if I can hear anything more specific about what's going on in town as we walk through the rooms.
Sure.
Through the dining hall.
Give me an intelligence check as you're walking through, kind of eavesdropping on what's what.
Remind me how.
Open up your character sheet, and there's a T column and a U column. T is trained, and so there'll just be a die next to your intelligence.
I don't even know how to remember. I don't even remember how to get to my damn
The newspaper icon, journal.
Oh, got you.
And then, I moved you all into main crew, by the way. All your character sheets are in main crew. Oh, and
okay.
Sickly Ned, I got your new
There I
token out
am.
there now.
Character sheet. And I'm rolling an intelligence check.
Yeah, trained under the T column.
Here we go.
7.
That work?
Yeah, you pick up something about visitors in town. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to you because there's always visitors in town. So you're like,
Right.
why would they be so?
What's
Ooh.
special about these visitors?
Right. What is special about these visitors?
I'm gonna go up and order a drink
Okay.
at the bar.
Ah,
All right. You get up there. The Pangolino, the owner. Did I name them last time? It's been so long since we've been here. Pangolino. We'll say. Griffin. Pangolino Griffin is the owner here. Busy slinging drinks and yelling orders back into the kitchen area and stuff. And sees you walk up and like, oh, greetings, welcome back. What can I get you?
Take a dark ale and a crust of bread.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Jeez.
1 mug of dark ale. You want a small crust or a large crust?
Large crust.
And a large
Big
crust
hunk
of bread.
Big hunk of cheese.
And some cheese. The good stuff. This guy's cleaner than the other ones. He smells like the sea though, like it pissed on him.
I bet he got some clothes.
You did just fight that Karakin thing.
That's
You didn't
true.
get too
yeah.
close, but I think the tentacles got pretty close to you. So,
Yeah, I think I got real close once.
room number.
I don't remember what. Yeah, I'll give him the room number.
Say 3.
Yeah.
3. Okay.
3.
Room number 3. Just writes down a note. I'll have the bill for you when you're ready to check out.
Sounds like a plan.
And then
Seems like Big Goon's in town today. What's going on?
yeah, like keeps a hand in front of you and leans over and takes an order and yells it back to somebody else and just kind of scans the bar, but is like, oh yeah, all kinds of stuff is going on. So, well, the first thing is that some drunken sailor lost his sea bag, and he's frantic to find it, where he's actually put up a little bit of a reward for it. Now, I don't know what's in it, but if someone's putting up a reward for their dirty laundry, you know it's more than dirty laundry. And then leans around you and is like, what can I get you? Yeah. No, we don't have that here. We don't make mead, we make ale. Huh?
I'm gonna drop him a couple coppers while he's got his hand out there.
Like tip?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like sweeps it up and puts it in his pocket, and he's like, if you ask me, he's probably smuggling goods that he shouldn't be, and they're in that bag. The question is, where did the bag go? Did he drop it somewhere, get drunk and forget it? Or did it get mixed up somehow? Well, I don't know. But the other big news in town, and this is everybody kind of turns and looks like, oh, is that Lowport's being visited by an entourage of Merfolk. Can you believe it? They actually brought huge. They have some servants that can magically transform their tails into legs, and they have been pushing up these large vessels of seawater with some type of Merfolk royalty, and they have camped out over on the south of Bridgeway near the southern towers. If you look at I'll flip over the map. I'll show everybody the map we've got audio on the map so everybody can be heard. Close that up. Close that up. And here is the Pangolino. But Lowport itself looks like this. And so I'll ping the map for everybody. So the Pangolino is down here in Dockside. And they're saying that these Merfolk made camp, like came up on shore and kind of made a camp here. And then, if that weren't strange enough, Piscines came ashore up on the east side of up on the east side of Newtown, and they've made camp. And now nobody really speaks aquatic much, but the town registrars have gone out and made made contact with both of these parties who have come under a flag of parley. How strange.
That is interesting.
And so the gist of it is that there's two sets of creatures that generally live in the sea and are known to sailors. You all know Merfolk. You might not know them personally, but you know of them. You maybe even had some dealings with them in the past. The Piscines, they're flat out raiders. They're called demons of the sea and sea devils and things like that. And they're like humanoid fish creatures, basically. And they're known for their ferocity in battle. They will sink a ship just to watch everyone on it drown and then drag it all down to their domain under the waves. So for them to come ashore...
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
So simply, that's kind of interesting so both of these parties are currently coming ashore?
Yep. Totally different parts of town. I'll ping them on the map so that you guys can see. Down on the lower left, right by the compass rose, are those two towers, and the Merfolk are up on that little point there by that wharf. And then way up kind of by that path that you took to the promontory, up the coast there, you can't really see it on the map, is where the Piscines have
Specifically, Ned, I'd like to take an intelligence. I'd like to roll a trained intelligence check for Ned in regards to travel and any extra information that she may recall about these two races.
Okay. All right, a 12. You know that the Merfolk are mostly peaceful. They generally live in shallow, warmer water. This seems to be what would probably be like the northern edge of their kind of their regions. So for them to show up, it must be something serious must be going on. You've only heard one story of them coming ashore, and that was to work out a trading deal with a very powerful pirate king, but it's like 100 years ago, and so the veracity of the story is questionable. The Piscines now, all you know is that if Piscines attack your ship, better start praying to your god, because you might not make it through the day.
Okay.
All right. And now, what time is it at this moment?
It's about, let's see, you went up there midday, came back down. It's probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon, give or take.
You got 3 hours before you go back.
I think that it'd be worth trying to have a conversation with the Merfolk. But do we need to try to secure someone who can communicate for us, or?
You could talk to Grifthan, and Grifthan might be able to tell you what's what. Seems to have a grip on the situation, information wise. The Pangolino.
Okay.
Like since Gunner dropped some coins, just keeps that hand there every once in a while. Takes orders around Gunner, but is happy to chat with Gunner and whoever's with Gunner at the moment. Like blah blah blah. Good bartender skills on the Pangolino.
Yeah, let's have a well, and also Sickly Ned is a Pangoliner as well.
Right.
I mean that's the background for her. So.
So you could talk shop.
Yeah.
And ease in some questions
Yeah,
about that.
Let's have a little discussion with him and see if we can get
Sure.
how that sounds for you guys.
It's pretty busy. Griffin kind of gets your vibe, like, oh, you wanna know some real information, and it like yells into the kitchen like Junior, get out here, go tend those tables out there. I'll take the bar. And he's like, and then gets a rag, just like a rag appears in his hand, and he's like, so, what do you want to talk about? Just wiping down the bar, bartender style. Grabs a glass. Wipes the glass with the same towel, puts the glass back.
Back in the clean glasses. Yeah.
So, what can you tell us about? Can you tell us a little bit more in regards to? Have you been down to speak to or see the Merfolk?
Oh.
Who recently arrived?
Merfolk don't do a lot of drinking of our terrestrial goods. I mean, they breathe water, so I imagine alcohol would be really detrimental to their internal organs and such, since it's like anathema. It would like dehydrate them when they need to be totally hydrated all the time. So I don't often see them coming in to get an ale or anything. And I don't know that they eat things like bread and cheese. Oh, that's a good question. Maybe it's an opportunity to expand my clientele. What say you go down and have a chat with them and see if maybe I can be their food and beverage supplier while they're here in Lowport. I hear they've got lots of money because they find all kinds of things that sinks to the bottom of the sea in their area. Pearls and whatnot, valuable things.
We could probably do that. But how do we communicate with them, though?
Oh,
Anybody that
Merfolk.
could help us translate.
Merfolk usually know some land-based language, depending on what they've run into most often. Like humans, they probably know what things we generally talk about, languages we generally talk in. 19 bits. That's an odd number. You missed the 0, didn't you? 20 bits. Oh my gosh, that's 39. 40 bits. We're up to 40 bits. Do I hear 40, 45, 45, 45, 50, 55, 50? And another 2 bits. What is going on? 20 and 20 is 40. 42 bit. 42! That's the answer. Like the universe and everything. Oh my, now it's a war. Now chill out's like, I'll see that and raise you 100 bits. Jesus, what is going
Yeah,
on?
thanks guys for your generosity.
Honestly,
another
thank you.
Okay, so it was 42. Now it's another 201 bits. We're at 243 bits. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all that. There's going to be a twist. Surely, there's going to be another. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. I don't know what's going.
Bits are flying.
I don't know what's going on. Here's a nuclear explosion. Thank you all. Oh no, that's not the nuclear one. This is the nuclear one. You must nuke it. Well, this is going to be an interesting conversation with those merfolk. I'm glad that widget was placed perfectly in the cannon fire. So Griff, is like, if you can secure me a contract with the merfolks for their time here to be their food and beverage, supplier, I would gladly give you 10% of the deal as a commission. Oh, right, and to finish the thought before the bit war happened, what Griff then was saying is they'll usually know a land-based language depending on which race they came into contact with first. Normally humans, so they'll speak the common tongue, the common business tongue.
Well, we could go down there and try and secure that. I think with Ned's abilities or Ned's knowledge of the Pangolino way, it'd be a good choice to do some negotiating.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sounds great. We're getting the luck of the Irish coming through on the chat.
Yeah.
Calvin is I think he's Irish royalty and he just denies it. That's my theory. I lost track of what happened there. I was at 242, 43, and then another 100, 300, and 346, 47, 48, 49, 349, 349. What an odd number. All right.
Doesn't the stream track it for you?
Yeah, I'm not logged into Twitch. I just have it all in my streaming interface here. So I'll figure it out. 349. You're all either going to be really lucky, or depending on what Calvin and Lich say, you might be really unlucky with the plot twist. There's going to be some plot twist. There has to be a plot twist. Oh, like luck for all. Actually, I just like that. We'll leave it. Luck for all. That's like typing on the fly. So, so Griffin says they'll probably speak common. If you secure a deal, I'll give you 10% of its value, and I'll comp your room and board. You've only been here like 2 days, 3 days, so it's not that.
Yeah. Still, though, I like a deal.
Plus, you get to meet some merfolk.
Yes, I think we have time to meet the merfolk before dinner.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours, like I said, so there's plenty of time. So you're gonna head down there and talk to the merfolks?
I'd like to do that if Frank and Gunnar are willing to as well.
Yeah, it sounds like
I'm
a
in.
plan.
All right.
Okay.
As we're headed out the door, though, I'm gonna pull that stone out. The seeking stone, or
Stone of
the
guidance.
The stone of guidance.
And I will whisper to it, I would really like to find that lost bag.
All right. Okay. The way. So last session, the crew sold their cursed black pearl from the Tower of the Black Pearl, and got a bunch of stuff in it. In return, one of the things was a strange, translucent blue crystal with a swirling circle within. It's abnormally cool to the touch. There's a length of copper wire around it, which holds it to a leather strap. So Gunner picks it up and whispers that into it, and when he goes to put it down, it just hovers in front of him. And then it points. Where are you when you did this?
Coming out of the pangolin.
It points up and over your shoulder. And like when you let it go, it started warming up.
So like to the upper floor of the.
Yeah, if you were to turn and look, it looks at one of the perhaps at one of the rooms upstairs in the pangolin.
Right,
Shadowy pangolin.
I'm going to kind of whisper to my shipmates here what's going on, and say, let's go back in for the hot second because we might be up for a reward as well.
Gonna remember that phrase. Okay.
A hot second.
All right.
All right.
So
Okay.
we'll go back in and see if the trying to, I guess, maybe keep the stone from floating out in front of me, in front of all the people. Trying to hold it maybe in my hand so it looks like it's floating in front of my hand.
Cool. When you grab it, it's really hot.
Okay.
It went from cold to the touch to really hot.
Okay.
And
So we
you're
must
like,
be very
whoa.
close.
It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't burn your hand hot, but it was unexpected for it to
Okay.
have warmed up that much so fast.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try and
You
follow
like-
where it's pointing.
You just kind of like grab it and try to hold it. It's about this big in size. This is my tape measure. So you can tuck it in your shirt or something, but it's going to look weird because it's going to continue to hover.
I'll take it off, and then I'll hold like the lanyard in my hand, so it almost looks like it's kind of like on the end of a stick.
Oh, sure.
And then
Yeah.
I'll
Sammy to
and
come
then I'll
back.
Just walk behind it and let it
If
guide.
they could just come get it.
It's
See
definitely
where it's
pointing almost
Right there.
directly above you now.
All right.
Thank you.
So I'll go around, go up the stairs.
They can't. Oh, they can.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, he just was saying hi. He's not going to bed yet.
Oh, hi, Cerebus. So it's kind of pointing almost straight up. So you go up the stairs of the pangolin. We'll flip over to the pangolin map again. Oh, you're already on it. I forgot to switch you back to the other map. The stairs. Show everyone here the map.
Need a hug?
Yes.
It's a good time.
I mean, the whole country got a hug today.
I know, right? If we ever get to see each other again, you know you're getting one. Good night, Micah.
Okay, so the stairs are on the right hand side there, and then they go up and come back, and then there's a hallway that goes through the middle of the pangolin, and there's 3 rooms to the top of the map and 3 rooms to the bottom of the map. Just so everyone can see. Regime change champagne. Can you even say that after a bottle of champagne? Regime change champagne. All right.
Say
Actually, that's fine. And you go up, and you're just letting it. There's not really anybody up in the halls upstairs. You just let it dangle.
Yeah.
All right. It points to room number 3.
That's my room.
That is your room. How weird.
Oh my. So we'll go. You can go check my room. So go, open the door.
All right. You open your room, and you open the door to your room, and it's your room.
Great. thing getting hot now? No?
Really hot, almost too hot to handle.
Okay. Is it still pointing me
So
in the direction of?
take the broom and the dustpan. And
It's
sweep it
pointing
up.
through your doorway
Do
into
the
your
best you
room.
can,
Yes.
and I'll get the rest later.
Okay, I'll go in and use it to guide me towards whatever it is that I'm.
Oddly, it points to your bag.
I knew it.
You mean the stuffing bag?
No, no,
Bag of dust.
no. Like you all have like a gear bag that you take off the ship, so you don't have to go to your ship all the time to, change small clothes and stuff like that. So, oh my gosh, gelatinous cube bombs. Those would be amazing. Everyone's covered in gelatinous cube. Oh, here it comes again. 50 for the rum bottle. So you go into your room, and it's pointing at your gear bag, and you're like, that's weird.
That is weird. I'll go check it out.
All right, you open the bag. When you get there and you look at it, that's not your bag. It looks just like your bag, but you know your bag, and that ain't it.
151.
So
bits.
where's my bag then?
That's because we were one bit short earlier.
Oh.
Or else it's a rum thing. Is it a rum thing? 151. 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. 3, 4, 5. 550 bits. Jesus. That's a good question. Where is your bag? I don't know. You thought you carried up your bag. You remember when you first got here, your whole crew kind of piled in, and there were other people in the area. And so, I don't know. Maybe something happened.
Somebody got my bag and I got somebody else's.
Aha.
Let's see what's in here, because if there's a reward for it, maybe there's something good. So I will tell the stone that it did a great job, and let's search out this bag and see what we got going on.
All right. Where are Frank and Sickly Ned when he's following the stone of guidance? This is the first time you've seen it in use.
I don't know. Ned, should we follow? Or will we follow him, or would we just sit here at the bar and wait for him to come back?
Ned's feeling Ned's conflicted because she's feeling a little a bit more celebratory this evening in the Pangolin than she typically would. So, but she's game to. She feels that maybe it'd be a good idea to, follow behind Gunnar just a bit more out of curiosity than anything else.
All right, I'm with you. So we're
we
following.
were just going to go down to talk to the Merfolk, but then I was like, hey guys, let's check this out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because and it is something that if you guys definitely had someone who could take the bag, then let's go ahead and it's good to make sure we got your back.
Okay.
So,
I'm unhappy that somebody might have gotten into this room. I thought this place was a little bit more secure than that.
That would definitely be a breach of Pangolino policy and protocol. That's a lot
Right.
of P's.
That's a lot of peas.
It's a lot of P's. This is
Maybe
no
I should-
paltry. All right. So that would be a serious offense in terms of the Pangolino operating procedures. So if that were to have happened, then Griffan might be in a little bit of trouble with whomever. So,
Well, I guess it depends on what we find, if Griffin will be in trouble or not.
all right. So, Gunnar goes into the room, and you guys are at the door in the room. The rooms are pretty sizable. They're like 30 by 25. There's usually like 2 beds.
I forget. Did we have our own rooms, or?
You two probably would have a room separate from Gunnar.
Okay.
I mean, you're all crew on the same ship. It doesn't really matter, but
Right.
there's usually 2 beds per room.
Got it.
Gunner might snore. I mean, any one of you might snore with names like Sickly Ned and Frank and Gunner, so who knows?
Right.
Oh,
Well,
Ned definitely snores, which is part of why it does confuse people when they suspect she's a woman, but they're like, she snores like a man.
Anyway, there
Train.
is another room, so I'm gonna go check our room, the other room, to make sure that everything is in order.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna check out this bag. Keepin's got better stuff than mine.
All right. So yeah. So you get up to. I'm just putting everybody on a map here real quick.
Okay.
Your room. You guys.
My map is still showing the.
I know. Frank
Okay,
and
okay.
Sickly Ned. Well, you had two rooms. Who sleeps where? I don't care. Room 2 is your other room. What it goes 1, 2. No, room 3. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. So 1 is your other room. It's right next to 3. You'll see as soon as I flip you over here to this map. I'll show everyone on stream my awesome on-the-fly mapping skills. I just made blue boxes, threw some characters out. That's all there is to it. Okay, so so Gunner's in the room, and he looks down and he's like, that doesn't look like mine. Frank, you go into the other room and you look around, and everything is exactly where you left it.
Okay.
Except that there's a little note that says,
Uh-oh.
thank you for choosing the shadowy pangolino in Lowport. Please tell your friends. And there's like mints on the pillows. And
Okay.
and there's firewood stuffed into, they all have kind of small hearths to warm the rooms. And they obviously knew it was going to be a cold night, so they put firewood in, but they didn't light a fire or anything yet.
So basically, housekeeping has been here.
Housekeeping! Yes,
Right.
housekeeping came by.
But all of our stuff is in order, and it's all our stuff.
Absolutely
and
nothing
whoever's-
has been moved. It's just
Well,
they put the
and I
welcome
would-
note and some wood, some firewood.
Yeah,
Got it.
I would expect nothing less as having been a pangoliner, the busty pangolin, that they're going to make sure that they keep me impressed, right?
Yes. All right. So.
Busty pangolin, keep me abreast. I get it. All right.
All right. So back over by Gunner to see what's in the bag that's not supposed to be there.
Sure. Oh, Sickly Ned, it looks like you're injured. Is that left over from Mahria Karakin? Probably.
I think that's left over from the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Kraken rum that I drink. Oh wait, no, that's Dustin.
I'm just gonna push you up to 7, like, as part of your arrangement, because you saved the guy whose name you never got in that tower on the northern promontory. He like threw some heal potion at you, so you're like, here you go.
Good.
You got injured defending my home, so the least I can do is help you get healed up. Okay. Cool. So Gunner, you open it up and you look inside and you're like, this isn't my bag. It's not even my stuff
this
in the
isn't my
bag, but it looks just like your bag. Almost just like your bag. Lots of bags look the same. And you like flip up the little thing, the little leather thing that would latch it closed where you would make your mark, and it's somebody else's mark.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ned, you're standing in the doorway out in the hallway. Is that where you chose to stay?
No, I think I'll step into the room.
Okay. Give me a luck check.
Luck check, baby.
Just that regular old luck button down there. Yeah, there you go. Holy cow, that's high. Wait a minute. What's your luck?
Oh no, that's the wrong button.
Yeah, use that other button.
That other button, that other luck button.
No. Doesn't matter.
I like the first one better.
It still would have failed. It
Yeah.
was an 18. I get it. All right. So you're moving in and you're listening to Gunner say, hey, wait a minute, this isn't my bag. And he looks inside, and Gunner, you see something shining inside. Just before you hear from the hallway, they're in that room, get them, they've got our stuff.
What robe? That's not my bag, baby.
I'm just holding it for a
Slam
friend.
the door.
Just holding it for a friend. All right, I'm gonna make where the door is, which is right.
Yeah, where is that door?
It's right. Oh, it's right here.
Right, maybe you've been playing too much D&D and not enough DCC when you're going. Can I roll a perception check? Oh wait, wrong game system.
I've also been thinking about D&D a lot this week, and so I'm trying to like DCC mindset. Okay, so the X's are the doors on all the rooms.
Can you show us that later, please, sir?
Oh, they didn't. I put them on the wrong level. Hold on. Yep.
Hey, Marcus Flores.
Marcus.
Congrats.
Marcus Flores. Holy cow! That's a DCC name I know. There, I'll just show you everything at the same time.
Dunka.
All right, so what's going on? I'm going to show the map to the stream here. Is they went into Gunner's room. Gunner looks at his bag, and he's like, that's my bag. And then he gets close. He's like, this isn't my bag. And Frank comes in and says, well, they were in our room, but it was just housekeeping. And he opens the bag and sees something shiny. And then you hear from the hallway, they're in room 3. Get them. They've got our stuff. It's from the hallway.
So I can hear that too.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
knew
was
where I am by the door.
no kind of sneakiness on these guys.
All right.
They just come strolling in. So let's roll some initiative. I think it's initiative time. That sounds good. Wait, let me clear it. Before you roll initiative, be sure to select your token, and then it'll just add it straight smack into the initiative tracker, just like that. Boom, boom.
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll 1 for them. Oops, that was a D12. That's not it. Oh ho! Frank with a 20.
Nice.
Hey, oh, that was a 19. So close to more fleeting luck for everybody. Holy cow, Marcus Flores, I thought you just like followed or something. Thank you for the subscription. That is awesome. It is greatly appreciated. We love everyone that shows up and hangs out and subscribes and follows and all that stuff. Looking at the initiative order, Frank, you hear them. They're like right behind you on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
They're kind of stomping.
So I've got my hand axes, one in each hand, ready to go. But I'm not going to charge or anything. I'm just going to wait.
All right. Anything else? Tell Gunner.
Yeah, Gunner.
Holy crap.
There's somebody's coming to see if to get their bag. I just heard somebody yell.
Woo!
That was me. It's be flying today. My lord, everybody. Thank you so much for the generosity. All right. So Frank says to Gunner, hey, there's somebody in the hallway, and it sounds like they're coming for that bag. And then, Gunner, it's your turn.
Okay, I will grab the bag, and I will drag it over away from the door.
Oh yeah, everyone's gonna get a whole bunch of fleeting luck. I'll just gonna give you 5 fleeting luck each for now.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's like only 75 of the bits. I'm going to use some of the... I've decided that I can burn bits, too. This happened in Starcrawl last week, where there were a bunch of bits, and I'm like, I'm going to burn bits. Burn bits is my new term as the judge, or DM, whatever I am.
Nice.
So, okay.
So, I'm going to drag the bag over to the corner. I'm going to get my bow out. I'm going to draw.
Okay.
Point it at the door. And I'm going to try to convince them that coming in here is probably not the best choice.
You gonna fire, or are you just gonna like get ready to fire?
I'm gonna get ready to fire in case I see one of those. Oh, okay, the door's there. I can see the door.
Yeah, I put the doors and everything in.
I would have dragged it over to the wall over here,
okay,
and then I'd have a line at the door. So if
sure.
Somebody comes rushing through trying to pull some shenanigans, they're gonna get an arrow.
All right. Sickly Ned,
but I will warn them.
You're gonna yell
that
out.
Rushing us will, if you rush in here, there's going to be a problem. Happy to talk first.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to get into character for these guys here. All right. Go ahead, Sickly Ned. What's up? What do you got going on?
All right. So Gunnar just yelled at them.
Yes.
They've been alerted, right? Well, obviously they. I mean,
Well,
they
you know that they're coming, and they know that they're coming, and they know that you know that they're coming.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of knowledge.
It's a lot of coming, is what it really is, and that's going to be a quote, isn't it?
That should be a quote.
The door opens in. Which way am I? The door opens in. Which am I behind the door, or am I where when they open the door, it will they'll come right towards me?
That's a good question.
The doors all open in. You're behind the door. I had to
Yeah.
because I'm left-handed, so I would always make the doors left-handed. But then I was like, well, wait a minute. Well, how are the doors in my house made? Okay, so you're behind the door.
Yeah, because my question for you would be that if I just hold my ground and wait till they step in, that they open the door to come in, could I actually pull off a back stab?
Once they got to this square down here, or one
Okay.
square below the, yeah.
This one right here, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
The
exactly.
door's going to take up. So when the door is open, it's going to be like that, give or
Right.
take, like about three feet, like that. So yeah, you're kind of standing behind it. Once they get to that square below it, right there, yeah, that one. You'll see them, and they don't. You don't know if they know how many of you there are. To begin
Got
with,
it.
so. All right.
Yeah, so I'm going to hold my action, or I'm just going to go ahead and just not take a action this round, and I'm going to stay quiet behind this door.
Okay.
So
One shows up in the doorway and starts looking around and is like, our bag's in here. Just give it to us. There'll be no problem. I don't want to be outlawed by it from all the Pangolinos. You know, they have a pretty good rate of service and food and stuff. It's their Yelp review for the Pangolino franchise.
Maybe in this world it'd be a kelp review.
Oh! I'm gonna give
add
you.
that quote.
I'm gonna give you a
Add that
fleeting
quote.
look just for that. And,
That when
and
we
a
had
quote.
6
Maybe
or 7.
in this world it
It would be a kelp
a
review.
kelp review.
Good one, Jasmine.
You're
Nice.
not in chat right now. Are you in chat?
I'm in the
Twitch chat?
Twitch chat. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't see it. It's all right.
you don't.
That was
I'm here.
fabulous pun.
Yeah, that was perfect.
I'm a big fan of the pun.
All right. I'll get that. Oh, there we go. We'll get your. Maybe it got you. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I missed an L.
And people often do.
It's all right. Yeah, because I forgot to do quotes. And okay, so everybody laughs at the pun. Here we are.
Anywho,
Now it'll work. Okay.
I just got 10 copies.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, we don't want to fight either, but
Yeah,
we don't know
I
how
just-
your bag got in here, and we will defend ourselves. So, maybe
I
we
just
should have.
discovered this bag, boys. I was looking for it because I was told there's a reward for it. Are you the ones offering the reward?
One of the other ones throws a bag in to the room, like here, close enough to you, Gunner, to look down, and that looks like your bag too. He's like, bags must have got mixed up.
Can I see the dude in the doorway?
Yeah, because the door is open, so
It would depend on how bright it is.
Well, there's lights out in the hallway and stuff,
Okay.
and it's getting dark outside. But yeah, you can kind of see that guy through the open doorway. Like if I do no snapping and I just look like if you're in that square, you can see him standing in there. So yeah, it's no problem.
And he doesn't look familiar at all.
Looks a whole lot like other pirates. Kind of like this.
Okay.
Kind of like this.
But like none of our shipmates and none of our crew.
That's right. Not
Okay.
your crew.
It's not the other
Nope.
crew.
It's none of your NPC crew.
All right. I was wondering if it was the mirror crew.
Oh no. They look nothing like you or any of your crew.
Got it. Okay. So,
I
Gunner.
will just ask- Yeah,
is that your bag?
it looks like my bag. I'll take a step over and look and check and see if my mark is on it.
Yeah, you flip it over, and the clasping strap has your mark on it.
Okay, I'll quick open it up and just check, make sure it's my stuff.
It looks a little disheveled, like it had all been taken out and then frantically thrown back in, but it seems to be all there.
Okay. I will look up at the guys and say, okay, show me your mark. If this is your bag, it's your bag.
He in the floor in front of him, he scrapes something, and it looks like the mark on the securing strap on the bag that you have that had the shiny stuff in it. Not your bag, as it were.
What was the reward that was offered to us for this?
You didn't hear. You just said
we heard
that
there was
a reward.
Okay, got it.
Which was weird for someone to want their bag of dirty laundry back and put a reward up for it.
Were you the ones who put up the reward?
Aye, we did. But now that we know who stole it, your reward's gonna be hot lead and steel.
I
Well,
believe your words were bags got mixed up.
yeah.
I
If we
think
stole yours, you stole ours.
you stole our bag first. You swapped them when we were down at the bar 2 days ago. Pangolino bar down, right downstairs. That's where you stole it from. They seem a little confused. Not the
Only an
smartest
idiot.
people.
Only an idiot would do something like that in a pangolino.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're idiots. At this point,
Are you
they...
sure about that?
Oh my gosh, they're feeling really emboldened. They, as a matter of fact, they don't think you're going to give them the... You're going to give them the bag. So this one steps in to attack Frank. Now, the way he went was... hold on, I got to unclick him. He went he was in the door and he went to there, and then he sidestepped to go straight to... But you can, Ned, you can kind of see him. Depth perception does not work with the eye patch, so it's hard to tell. You see part of him walk up to Frank, because you can see part of Frank in that square. But now he's got his back to you. But he's going to try to swing at Frank. 14, Frank. What's your armor class? Let's see here. It's 12? It is. Yes, Frank?
Frank, what's your AC?
Oh, me. I'm sorry.
Jasmine.
Duh. My armor class is 12.
Yeah, so that's going to hit you, and it does 4 points of damage. I'll do the damage on the token. Slashes out at you with his sword, and that's
Ow.
everything that they managed to do, because
Okay.
one already took an action to move and threw the bag in, and the other is drawing his weapon, so they're busy. All right, Frank.
I'm gonna hit him back.
All right, go ahead.
I hit the attack button. Do I need to hit my...
Look in the main Roll20 window, and there's probably a pop-up.
Yep. I don't have any sort of deed or smite roll, so
No.
just cancel.
You can just hit
Or
hit
submit.
Submit, yeah.
All right, I gotta do that again. Okay, too many windows. There we go. No attack bonus.
No attack
oh, I
bonus,
have a
no.
2. I have a 2.
It'll do all the stats and everything automatically.
Okay, never mind.
So
There it goes.
yep. So you rolled a 5 plus 2, 7. So that'll be a miss. Do you want to move or anything?
I mean, he's standing right in front of me.
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to take a step back because that would
That doesn't exist in this game.
no.
There's no reactions and attacks of opportunity.
Oh, so I can take a step back.
You can freely move away, yeah.
All right.
As long as you don't run away. If you ran away, I would probably let them do something, but
So
you're just
yeah,
like stepping
that
back.
attack of opportunity was the D&D mindset that we were talking about earlier.
Yep, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Yep.
Every once in a while,
I
I think
can't
about it
help
too. I'm
it.
like,
I mean, I've played D&D, this, and Champions, and lots of D&D, and not so much Champions or this.
all right.
Anywho, that's
Take a
what we're
whack, you
doing.
miss, you step back. Gunner.
So he came in and he took a swing at her.
Yep. He got tired of talking after he showed his sign, looked a little impatient, and then just stepped in and slashed at her and hit her for a little bit of damage. You see a streak of blood.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stick him and knock him back.
All right.
I'm gonna try and, well, if I hit him with an arrow, I would like to knock him back closer to Ned, put him in a better position for a backstab.
So, so what you're saying is you wanna thunder strike him instead of lightning strike him? Is like you wanna like blast him backwards?
Well, no, I'm thinking my deed will. If I hit him correctly, he'll stumble backwards.
Okay.
If my deed goes off.
If the deed goes off, got it. Okay, cool. Deed does
go.
not, but the arrow chunks into him for the 3 point of damage. 3 points of damage. 2, 2, 2, P1, P2, P3. He's got 3 points. That succeeds. Lightning comes in through the, like down the hearth, down the chimney of the hearth, and like shoots out and hits him for another 3 points of damage. So that's 6 points of damage. All right.
And I will tell him, you could walk away.
He gets hit by an arrow. He gets zapped by lightning. He's can't quite hear. He's like, I hear. Sickly neck.
All right. Sickly Ned's going to backstab that, I won't say gentleman. I will backstab that one right there, who has been going after Frank.
Okay.
Right? So
What are
with
you
my
gonna-
dagger.
With your dagger? Sure. You're gonna throw it, or you're gonna step
Oh.
up?
I'm gonna, I'll throw it. I'm laughing as I'm watching you poke your bad
Yeah, I
eye.
wanted to itch myself. I almost stuffed it up my nostril.
What do you guys do? Your own little nasal COVID.
I always
test
tell my
there.
daughter to keep the pencil
Come
away
on.
from her face, and then I almost did exactly what I expect her to do to herself.
Nope. COVID kid, don't do it.
All right, Sickly Ned.
Oh, did I
Oh my
manage?
gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, you step up
Oh, shit.
and 16 plus 2 plus 3, 21 to hit, 10 damage, 3 on the crit table. You get him like in the spleen. Ow, my
We
liver,
didn't even
my
have to
liver.
spend any cat luck we're accumulating.
You've got a whole bunch of luck, yeah. And then
bunch of
3
weird
says,
things.
clean strike to back. Absolutely. Inflict 2d6 damage with this strike. An additional 2d6 damage.
Wow.
So do I need to even bother rolling 2d6, or do I?
Mm,
I'm fine. I'm fine with rolling whatever I need to roll.
I mean, you roll them, and then I'll tell you what happens.
okay. So,
And
oh,
some
yeah, there
rare
we go.
gear. So we got some common and some rare gear coming. Yep.
So just 2d6, and that's it.
Yep. 4 points of damage. All right. You jab him in the back, and you miss his spleen, and you get him in the liver, and then you kind of drag it over to get him in the spleen. You're like poking around there a little bit, and eventually, gruesome, dark blood kind of starts coming out of the wound, and you're like, "There it is! I got him in the spleen." You also severed his liver in half, and killed him on the spot.
Wow.
Please keep in mind that Sickly Ned is also alignment chaotic.
Yes, indeed.
Obviously.
He does like blowing things up.
Brutal. Not only did she stab him, but then she like worked it in there to get to the right spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just he looks at Gunner, and he like a surprised look at his face, and just kind of crumples to the side. And you see
This is part of her knowledge from being a proprietor of Pangolin.
Absolutely.
That he was able to prepare the meats, which includes organs.
Love it.
Pangolin.
That's
We
a
have
great-
the meats.
Great.
we have all the meats.
All the meats. A little Hannibal
Oh.
sweetbreads kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking sweetbreads. That's funny. So let's see here. You're dead.
Could have stayed in the hallway.
Yeah. The other 2 guys are in the hallway, and I'm like, bring it, or take your bag and go. You know.
It's not their bag, it's his bag, and he's dead, so now it's my bag.
Right.
Or I could say
Okay.
our bag.
I am gonna move back over here to the dead guy. Look at this person in the. I could throw an axe at that guy.
You could you would have say a -2 to hit him, because you're trying to, you're throwing through the angle of the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and let him decide whether he wants to live or die.
All right. Okay. Gunner.
I'm going to. Well, you 2 seem to have things in hand right this moment. I'm going to actually look into this bag and see what it is that they're trying to get.
Give everyone a quick view of the map here.
I will drag it. I will drag the bag further into the corner,
Okay.
and I'm going to look in there and see what's going on. What is it they're trying to?
All right. When you look inside, you see what look like fish scales, like this big, right? And at first you think it's like a breastplate of some type of scale armor, but when you pull it out, it's covered in bluish ichor, and there's what feels like skin under it on the back, and there's no way to secure it to anything. So it's a piece, like as big as your chest, of these large fish scales, that with like a jagged edge, like it was cut off. And then there's some bones, and some individual scales of the same type and size, all within this bag. The bones are like 1.5 feet or so each, a couple different types, femurs, etc.
Bones and scaled skin.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Okay. I guess as I'm looking through it, I might go, "What is this?" And then that's probably the end of my turn.
Okay. Are you like pulling it out, or are you just kind of looking around at it?
I'm kind of pulling it up and looking like I'd probably have pulled it up and been like, what the, like what is this? And look down and see the bones down in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there were like some clothes stuffed on top, and when you throw them out is when you find all this stuff. There's like 5 or 6 bones, and this scaled skin was kind of wrapped around them, as if it was like a package. Snacks over there, gifting out subs. It's Fate Octemia. Thank you. All right. And that is Gunner's turn, and so now we're over to Sickly Ned.
Uno momento.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. We got. Okay. So we got. Okay. All right. Sorry, I missed that last little bit. So we are.
Gunner was digging through the bag, and he's like, "That's it? Bones and some scaly skin? Bones and some scaly skin?
Got it. Which could possibly be the merman skin. It could be some skin from the merman. Who knows? Did you hear it yourself and echoing there?
Uh-huh.
All right.
That was weird. I thought it was mine. I'm like, what?
What I think it was somehow when I did the gift, it paused the stream, and so when it came back on, it turned the volume back down.
Oh.
So we're getting a little stereo working on there.
It's all right.
That's okay. I thought it was me and the rum I've been drinking tonight.
Yes.
So I think, right for now, have the two guys. The two guys outside, they can't really see into the room. So I'm going to go ahead and step back.
Well, they were looking, because this one, from where the bag landed, you're guessing that it came in at an angle. So they must be able to see into the room, because he threw the bag like there. And 100 bits from Cerebus. Man, everyone's loving the pirate combat that's about to reoccur.
Yeah, so the question is, could I fire my pistol at either of them?
You can't see that. You can't see that one. Well, from where you are, you can't really see other of them. They're just kind of leaning in a little bit. So they would have like a +6 because you're just seeing, this much of them lean over the door.
Maeve could pull a trick shot, but oh wait.
Shoot off the hinge of the door and ricochet it into one of the guys. Oh. That would be awesome.
That would be a hell of a thing.
Actually, that's not impossible.
We have so much luck.
10 rerolls.
You know what though, Christopher?
Yeah.
I would think that Ned could step through here and then fire.
Yeah, then you could just extend your arm out basically at the door and shoot at that guy.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do it. So I'm stepping only 5 feet, which is well within my range.
Yeah, that would be fine.
And I'm going to fire my new rune pistol at him.
Ooh.
So that would be, and that's gonna be attack. So it's attack, not attack with D, right?
It's just a plain attack. I'm gonna show everyone on stream. So they just got some booty, some loot when they sold that Black Pearl from the Tower of the Black Pearl, and her pistol is now covered in runes and was enchanted by the strange dude that lives in the tower to the north of Lowport, and now has a +2. It's a magical weapon with a +2 attack and hit modifier. So go ahead and fire away.
All right. So I'm gonna fire my pistol.
And I did get the 10 reroll service. I see it. We're up to 12. All right.
Jeez.
He kind of like was leaning in, and when he sees you aim, he kind of leans back, and you hit the wall behind him. But when you fire it, when the flint jaws come down onto the strike plate, which would normally ignite the black powder, a flash of... Did I give a color when I wrote the thing up?
Wait a minute, sir. Excuse me. One moment.
A white glow, that's right. There's a white flash from the strike plate. Yes, I'm listening.
Did I hit his AC, or am I spending some fleeting luck?
You did not hit his AC. So
Can I spend some fleeting luck? Because I think I have quite a bit.
I'm pretty sure you all got a bunch of it, so...
Like at least 7 or 8 or 9.
Their achievement of the century there today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, but I just not to interrupt you, but before you get too much into that, how much fleeting luck do we have at the moment? I've lost count.
I think I gave you all 5. You got 2 before that, so it's 7. I gave Jasmine 1 for the kelp review pun, so she's got 8.
Plus, I have a reroll.
Right, well, and then there's a stack of 12 rerolls. One was specifically given to Ned, one was given to Frank, and then there's 10 just floating around in the pool, as it were.
All right. So let's that. So the question to the GM is,
How many do you want to burn?
how many do I want to burn? Do I want to burn a small range or a wide range?
From his shoulder, to get my other hand in, from his shoulder, it was like this far away when you fired, or it looked like it was going that far away.
So say if I burn 2 what?
Mm-hmm.
3 what?
There you go. That looks like it's going to get him in the
I
shoulder.
think I burn 3. I would like to burn 3 luck.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend a reroll on this. I'm going to spend 3 luck.
3 luck.
Be 12.
Your glowing white lead ball. So the flint jaws glow a little white, and when it strikes the plate, there's a bright flash. It still feels like black powder. It's got a kickback like you would expect. But when the bolt goes, you blink and you see like a light trail that's kind of, you see a moving light real fast. It's kind of like an after image in your view. And it kind of curves and goes pack right in his shoulder for 5 points of damage. It has a kind of zoop sound when the ball leaves the pistol. Zoop. All right, that dude just got shot by a glowing lead ball, and he is like, nope, that's it for me. I'm out of here. 10, 20, 30, 40. He runs to the stairs. 10 luck for all. Jesus. You know, I'm gonna have to put some caps on this.
I feel like Oprah's here giving us all this luck.
You get 10 luck, and you get 10 luck, and you get 10 luck. That was probably loud enough to wake my head up. All right. The other one. All right. Rolls a 3, and he also feels that his life is worth more than whatever is in that bag. So you're all like, whew, that bag must be worth something, but not so much that those guys are willing to die for it.
Well, two out of 3 were willing to die for it.
But then the door across the hall opens up.
Uh-oh. I recognize this guy. This is the butcher.
It's Mirko the Axe, named
Mirko the Axe.
after Mirko Frolic. He's a big dude, and he like opens the door and he comes out with his axe and he's like, "I heard there's treasure in this room," and he comes stepping into the room. And sees Ned and just swings his axe at you. He's so big, he takes up, like he ducks through the door and stands up and sees you there, and he's going to swing this axe at you. This is not how a pangolin usually goes, but no one seems to have come to your help. And he's so tall, he wasn't sure how tall you were, and he swings his axe like right over your head, and sinks it into the wall. And there's a cut in the wall that's like 8 inches long.
Damn.
So I like the fact that I would have contested about him needing to roll initiative because he is new to this.
He just took over, taking over from the bad guys.
But I like the way that you played that. So I'm good. I'm good.
All right. So and then he's like wriggling his axe out as it's Frank's turn. This dude looks big and mean.
Does there's a dead guy here.
There is a dead guy there.
I think I want to throw an axe at him.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's wearing some type of black leather armor of some sort.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, just chuck in an axe.
All right, go ahead. Yep. Without even
Nice.
burning a point of luck, you hit him. 4 points of damage. The axe kind of
Yes.
hits him and then like falls out as he's wiggling his axe out of the wall.
Yeah.
All right. Gunner.
Yeah. Wow, this is turning into something. So I think we're gonna put an arrow in him.
All right. Put an arrow in him.
I'm gonna try and hit him with my deed in the knee, and see if I can get him to go down to the floor.
Okay. Oh, the deed pops off. The arrow is moving really close to his knee.
I'm gonna burn 3
Hint,
points of
hint.
luck.
2 points of luck does it. No, Cerebus, you cannot burn luck on a deed die. It's whatever the deed die is. You can burn luck. In this case, the deed would go off, but then the overall roll would miss. So then you can burn luck to make it hit, which it's now gonna hit.
How much luck
That's 6 plus 3.
did I have going into this?
You
Like
just
positive?
all got 10 luck, and you had 7, so you had 17 luck to begin with.
Okay.
17 fleeting luck specifically, and you just burned 2,
So, okay. I fixed it.
and that is 9 points.
I'm gonna make a luck check.
All right, make your luck check to see if
No way!
Oh no.
that's not how it works.
That can't be right. Why do I have?
Is it? Let me see what your. Let me look at your character sheet.
Is it because the fleeting luck that's below luck?
I don't understand. The fleeting luck shouldn't be adding. Oh no! See, there's fleeting luck. Why would it add to a 33?
Oh man, Jarity just redeemed Drink Up Your Wee Lads and Lassies. What
I
the?
can't because we're overdue for a break and I'm empty. But we will as soon as we take a break.
Well,
Oh.
the 5 would have
Right.
the 5 would have gone anyway.
Right, the 5 would have gone anyway. I'm trying to figure where did you? Why does it look like?
Well, I had 17 in this fleeting luck.
Oh man, it's adding it in. Really? I didn't think it worked like that. I'll have to look that up. That's fine. All right. Yeah. So cool. Lightning strikes him for
5
5
more
points of
points.
damage. The lightning bolt comes in, but it's attracted to the tip of his axe. I probably just threw a bunch of gold on you, Lich. Sometime in the past. The lightning bolt hits the tip of his axe, and his axe looks like it charges up. His face there for a
way.
second. Like,
What?
yeah, so his axe is now electrified. 5 points.
Oh no.
Well, he's down on one knee.
But he is, yeah, he's going down to one knee. Snort up all that gold. And you're still only number 2. Who's number 1 in the channel?
Chill out.
Yeah, I'm like number 11 in
you go.
gold. All right. After Gunner. Ooh. After Gunner is Sickly Ned. You-
All right, guys.
The axe that was over
I'm-
your head that he's pulling out of the wall just charged up with electricity.
All right, guys. I'm sorry, but I have to do this.
Do it.
Sickly Ned is going to stagger back in shock and say, Mirko, is that you? Don't you remember me?
It's a really big Mirko
When
now.
we went to the portal under the stars and we fought the terracotta statues and everything we went through and barely survived that? Don't you remember me? It's Sickly Ned.
Okay,
And she steps back.
not Marco, Mirko. Marco Polo.
Sorry, Marco.
Yes, in this world it's Mirko Polo the Explorer.
It's Mirko. I'm sorry, Mirko. All right, and she takes it as both two things: to disarm him and also to get out of the range of the axe.
Okay.
But it is that this is a defining moment for. It is a defining moment for Sickly Ned, because Mirko was part of her former crew.
And this looks just like him, but much bigger.
Yes, and so she's kind of going, and so she's struggling with this. At the same time, she's got Frank and Gunner, and also realizing that by stepping back, it is a way to get away from the electrified axe. That's looking at her. So there you go. All right.
All right.
That's what Ned's doing.
I love it. I love the role play. Large Mirko, big Mirko, moves to here. Because he's so big, he puts him in range to swing at Frank.
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
And misses terribly over your head. And now
Nice.
he has to make a luck check, which he fails. All right. And the electricity discharges and starts a fire in the hearth. From the end of the axe, it just shoots out as he was swinging around over his head. A whole bunch of luck for all again.
Jesus. Thanks.
Like a kid at Halloween, all this candy flying at us in the front.
Every time 10 fleeting luck comes in, I think of a new enemy to throw at you.
Great. Yeah.
Marco Pollo. Chicken Mirko.
And Mirko has no reaction to what Ned has said to him.
No. But his eyes seem to have like a dark shadow across them.
Yeah,
Frank.
so something like
I'm gonna try to hit him with my axe, my other axe.
Okay.
I had them both out, so
He's right next to you and towering
I know.
over you.
I know. Oh no!
That's a big miss.
Yeah, I have a lot of luck. Can I spend a lot of luck and
You sure could. What's a lot of luck?
10,
10?
making it a 14?
10 is a lot of luck, and 14 does hit.
There you go.
For 6 points of damage.
There you go.
Alright. Your hand axe sinks into the same knee that he's like dragging behind him.
Yeah.
Luckily, the axe is so big that he managed to like drag himself forward. Gunner, you've got one arrow in his knee already. What do you want to do? But you saw his axe take that lightning bolt.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That's really bad. I'm gonna. I don't know what to do with it. What, does he get the axe of Thor? What the hell?
Thor did have an axe in later Marvel comics. Just saying. Oh,
Yeah,
and maybe in the movies too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, Stormbringer is
Right.
Yikes. I am going to. Whatever. I'm going to try and shoot him again because it's my best attack.
Okay.
This time I'm going to try and put it in his eye. Take an eye out.
You'll put an eye out with that thing. Unless you roll a 2 or lower. So you hit him, but it misses his eye.
Okay.
But it does. Oh, well, thanks, Lilith Dragon, for the subscription. It does do 7 points of damage. And then.
Actually, that would be a failure on my luck.
All right.
Okay.
And then.
So no lightning this time.
No lightning. You see him kind of brace for it too, like. Sickly Ned, giant Mirko with the dark smoky eyes. He's got a wonderful smoky eye. It actually looks like smoke.
Yeah. Ned, despite the conflict that she has about her past relation with him, it's obvious that something has taken him over. This is something that's not surprising, thinking about the things that we've experienced in our travels through Village of Death, Stark Taurus, and Duel of Elmas.
Seeing like mirrored versions of yourselves recently.
Yeah, I'm seeing mirrored all this stuff and realizing that, if this is, and also the fact that this is an oversized Mirko, which is possible that it isn't him. So she's going to go ahead and make an attack on this version of Mirko.
Okay.
She's gonna step up to here, and she's gonna step up, and she's going to fire her rune-covered pistol in the face. Let me just double check on mine.
Did you reload it?
Did I reload it? Oh, you mean during that last turn when I was like, contemplating everything about what's going on with Mirko? I'm going to say no, I did not. I'm gonna be honest and say no, I did not.
Yep.
So I'm gonna step up, and I'm gonna take a attack on him with my two-handed sword.
Okay.
Huh?
You can easily put the pistol as you're walking around and pull the sword out.
See, that's what rum will give you, honesty.
Honesty. Rum gives you honesty. Vodka makes you lie.
Tequila makes you regret your life.
A 12 makes you miss.
Did I miss by this much?
Oh, the rum has been kicking in. Yeah, it's a few inches away from him.
I'm gonna spend one fleeting luck. 2 fleeting luck.
There you go.
2 fleeting luck.
Instead of a whiff, you sink your sword into him for a whopping 10 points of damage.
Whoop.
Oosh.
Alright.
Okay. And then it goes into his turn. And this is die roll determines whether or not... he looks bad. And the smoke is like flaring up in his eyes, and he kind of holds up his axe, and he yells, "Rah!" and then explodes in a cloud of inky black smoke.
Ew.
Inky black smoke.
Wow.
There is no sign of him
Didn't see
anywhere.
that coming.
Ooh.
So Ned and I are covered in. Oh, it was smoke, not
Inky
like
black
goo.
smoke. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
it's like sulfur and acidic, and it makes you cough a little bit. You're like, and when you look, there's no giant Mirko the axe.
Right.
Now, has he dropped his axe? And meanwhile, we need to loot the body of the other pirate next to us.
Anybody who's dead is going to be looted.
There is
And then
no
also-
sign of anything that was Mirko the axe.
Nothing of him. Loot the body. Also, I think Cerebus did drop for common gear earlier that we didn't.
Yeah, there's a common and a rare on the books here. And
Okay.
we will loot those bodies as soon as we come back from a break that we're overdue for.
Because then we'll drink.
Right,
on
then we'll be able to
Father's Day
drink to
pass.
get the drink up your wee lads and lassies. So
Yeah.
we'll be back in around 10 minutes.
So everybody during the break, get your drinks.
Get your drinks.
With that.
Go check out whoever else is streaming, and then come back here in 10 minutes, and we'll see you then. And we'll find out what kind of gear they get from this dead pirate. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, we owe a drink up. Drink up, ye lads and lassies. Ye wee lads and lassies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Rum. It says the body
Cheers.
good for
Vodka
pirates.
juice.
Need.
Having the vodka juice. All right. Who gave us that? Who gave us that drink up? Was that Father Jay?
That was Father Jay.
All right. Thanks, Father Jay. We're all hydrated. Allowed us to get a break in there. Now we got to settle up some loot scores here. So, all right. I've got a common and a rare. So you've got the one dead pirate who claimed that the bag was his. Sorry, just processing two things at the same time. Please hold.
Edgedex is not here.
Hey. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Oh no.
Crossover
Oh, no.
stream. Oh. What?
You do that.
What
Cerebus'
what game are we in?
Cerebus' favorite NPC.
Edudex is never
Not.
far away. Okay, so a mace and a hand axe he had on him. That's going to cover the common gear that we were given by a viewer. And now the rare gear is something that I have to find a book for. That book is going to be this one. And who downed that pirate? Who dropped him? Frank dropped him?
That was
Mirko.
I don't think it was me.
that was me with the two-handed sword.
That's right,
Yeah, I think it
in the
was.
back. As you in the back with a dagger.
Oh, that guy. Yes, that was me in the back with the dagger.
You in the back with the dagger. Oh, you got both
in the library
kills,
with the candlestick.
It was Sickly Ned in the bunkhouse with the cattle prod.
And also, Cerebus is willing to spend more bits for
I
you.
know he is. Yeah. It's I think I said it at a 20-1. Bits to 120. What, Cerebus, what level do you want to give them? Because they're going to get a rare already. And you can pile something else on top of that with bits.
That doesn't mean one each, though, right? That's just
It's like-
one rare.
One rare piece of gear, which is in this book in my hand. Let's see, like if you want to give them a rare, it's a rare. Okay, 15 bits, 15 cents. We're working on a trickle income economy here. All right, We're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. Well, he was kind of loaded up for a fight. He was just not very intelligent. So, Sickly Ned, you're gonna get the first roll. Roll me a D100. I moved it like right when I needed it. 62 on the rare. And then we're going to get like mega rare, a legendary. There's going to be a legendary piece apparently. Which is, it'll fit the story, so it's perfectly fine. He has a vial on him. And when you look at it, it has like it's a glass vial. When you shake it, it looks like liquid metal inside.
A glass vial?
In a glass vial.
You put it against your
Mercury.
anatomy?
Huh?
Sorry. Random, really obscure joke.
Let me, I gotta just write this down so I don't forget what it is, like I did once with the Stormbow.
Never happened.
Glass vial full of liquid, a glass vial full of liquid metal.
Yeah, like when you swirl it around, it swirls, but it looks like metal. It looks like, God, how do I describe it? If you've ever broken open an Etch-a-Sketch,
Yeah. Okay.
that kind of, it looks like silver milk, shiny bits in it, stuff like that. Kind of like that. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I have to find the really big thing. Cerebus, that 150 bits, you want that to be one item or multiple items? You can break it up to between 1 and 3 items. Like one really big one,
Ooh.
2 kind of big ones, or 3 big ones. Wow.
Kudos to Jasmine for the really obscure reference.
See, I'm
I-
glad somebody got it.
I should have known. It seemed familiar, but I'm sad to say it's something I had the ability. But you're making reference to Repo, the genetic opera.
Yes,
Oh,
I am.
I love that, actually.
Wow. I was like, going,
Hydrate
man,
comes in a little glass vial.
Each of you roll me a D100 to settle up the gear bits.
The two of us?
Gear bits. All 3 of you.
3 of us.
All right.
A
Ooh,
D100,
that was-
please.
I got it.
A 34 and 18. Oh, a 2, a 34, and an 18. Okay. A 2. Snacks. Snacks, even or odd?
Odd.
Okay. The next one is 34. Oh. He has a... So he had that mace and that axe. He has a really fine, like, half cloak. What kind of pirate wears... No capes! What kind of pirate wears a half cloak? And the 18. Oh, and he has a buckler on his arm, so he's got like a 1 foot, really nice 1 foot round shield on his arm. And that works with, as long as you're not using a two-handed weapon, you can use it to get a defensive bonus, an AC bonus. Wait a minute.
Buckler that gives you an AC bonus if you're not using a weapon.
Wait a minute. I'm going to retcon that sentence and I'm going to rephrase it as, because it's a buckler, it buckles onto your arm. It's 1 foot. What? Who doesn't have a... Oh, I know what it's going to do. It's a bracer that you buckle onto your arm. It's a bracer that you buckle onto your arm.
That's for the 32 or the whatever.
That was Jim's.
34.
That was Jim's roll. So each one of you got. I'm just working off of a different game system and trying to keep things in somewhat balance, as you know I do sometimes. So the first roll is a mystery. The second roll, there's a half cape, and the third roll, he had this really fine bracer. I'm mixing the words up now. And I didn't even drink all the vodka yet. A bracer on his arm, and it has a gem. So the bracer goes from like here to here, right? And there's a gem right here in the shape of a shield. I drank the vodka and I liked it. Okay. So those are the rolls. Those are the results of the rolls. The gear that he didn't have until the rolls appeared. Half cape.
Nice.
Good
I know
movie,
you said
dude.
no capes, but I kind of want it.
It's like a half cape, so it's one of those slings across, like sits on this shoulder, has like a strap kind of, and then falls almost all behind, and it's down like the seam of, or the line of the shoulder. You know what I mean? Very popular in Italy around the Renaissance.
Gotcha. Yeah, I still kind of want it.
I was just making sure.
So what do you?
Hey,
And I
everybody, say
apologize.
good night to the Chill Out Corner because he's in Ireland, and apparently it is 5 a.m. Thank you so much, Calvin, for the bits and for
night.
hanging out and having fun with us. We appreciate it,
Absolutely.
and I'm sure you'll message me early tomorrow before I even wake up. And that's all right. Go ahead and do it. When I get it, I get it. When I wake up, I will reply. Oh, and thank you for the parting bits.
Wow.
Parting bits.
Wow.
Good night bits. Good night bits. Everyone has good night bits. It's whether or not you use them right.
Raunchy.
We are pirates here on this show, so
Indeed we are.
as Cerebus once said, we're not good guys. Let's burn the village down. We're not good guys. All right. I'm just going to leave those items, and as with previous items in the game, I will snap them up when I need to. I have an idea of them all, so that's cool. All right. So, mace, hand axe, half cape, bracer. Not buckler, bracer. I'm always online, dude. I never turn my computer off. I'm too lazy. It takes too long to start up. I don't have time for that. I'm like a what's the current generation? Millennial. I need instant gratification. He's just throwing all the bits now. He's like, I had this many bits and there's this left. I'm totally quoting that. May as well empty my bits. Don't quote that. Oh, buddy.
You know that's going to be quoted now. I mean, really.
How can I not?
Well, and everybody was coming earlier, so now we have to empty the bits. I mean, come
It's
on.
a filthy, filthy show. Ben's not still in the audience. Ben, this is what happens sometimes late at night, is the show gets filthy. Filthy! But you have to be intelligent to figure it out, because
Like I said,
it's not kids'
pirates.
jokes. We are pirates. And according to Cerebus, we're not good guys.
Nope.
All right, quote
Yes,
19.
we are.
May as well empty my bits. Will you go empty your bits in the bathroom or something? Into a sock. Why does it crunch when you walk? You gotta wash them afterwards, man.
Oh, man.
Gross.
Sorry,
All right.
the waka closet. All right, cool. I'm just gonna leave my notes on those items there. All right, so you loot this dude whose bag you had, whose kit, as it were, or in the bedroom.
This gets
I mean,
worse and worse.
you could do it in the park if you wanted. Chill out. You don't have to empty your bits in the same place each time. I should quote that. It's not my bag, baby. I'm just holding it for a friend. That's the truth. Okay, and you have looted dead blonde dude.
So what was in the? He threw a bag of. Oh no, that was my bag.
He threw your bag in, so you got all your stuff back, and now you have his bag.
Okay, but his bag is full of skin, and bones.
Dirty small clothes, dirty stinky small clothes, and like thin, kind of oily skin with big scales on it that wrapped around a bunch of bones.
So do these look like they might be a merfolk or what was the
Piscines.
Piscines or
I was
Interesting.
wondering the same thing.
Give me an intelligence check, but this is going to be untrained because, to my knowledge, you have neither seen Merfolk nor Pisces. To my knowledge, you've seen neither race, and indeed you have not.
Just Gunner, because he said it first, right?
Just Gunner so far, yeah.
I will ask
You
my
do
friends.
have
Hey,
an outstanding job currently, though.
Yeah. Okay.
So that
Well,
would
we
that
need to
would
get
help,
this.
perhaps.
We need to get this body out of my room
Yes.
and then stash our goods.
And then Gunner, we're going to ask us to take a look and see if we recognize what was in the bag.
I was.
A boy, if you recall earlier, Shit, it didn't say Griffin. It was Pangolino
Griffin?
Griffin, right?
Something like that.
Pangolino. I forgot to save it when I Pangolino. It was Griffin. That's what happens when I just randomly type stuff. Remember, Griffin had his hand and was talking, but kept talking to you, and then said, "Hey, come out here and take the rooms."
Yeah.
Must have heard some rustling from above because that boy comes strolling up with like a mop and bucket. Oh, hey, the child
That's
is
so funny.
awake. Hello, child. He did win BLD last night. Hi, are you okay? Do you need me to come tuck you in? Okay. I need a minute and 30 seconds. It's probably gonna be like 3 minutes. But the boy comes up to start mopping stuff up. Do you let him see what's in the bag? Are
No.
you hiding it from him?
Nope, I stashed the bag as if it's nothing unusual going on. Put
Okay.
my bag over there,
That's
arrange
funny.
some stuff. I'll flip the kid a couple coppers for his trouble. Say,
I was just about to come and go downstairs and ask if somebody could come up and help us with a situation.
yeah, guy
Now I don't
Clean
have
up
came
to.
in
on
here and tried to
aisle
rob us.
3. Clean up on aisle 3.
Okay.
Guy came in here and tried to rob us.
The three of you discuss what's in that kit bag that Gunner has, and I will come back to hear the summation of it in a couple minutes as soon as I tuck Leanna into bed.
Good night, sweetie.
Everyone
Tell
says
her
good
we
night.
said hello.
Hello
and
good
tell
night.
her-
Do you want to
tell
say
her-
hi?
Tell her even women can be vice president. See?
Right? Yay!
Even women can be vice presidents, right?
Someday
She's
we'll
like,
have a
"I'm
lady
tired,
president.
man."
Go tuck
Someday.
that girl into bed. She's so cute.
We talked about that. Okay, you talk amongst yourselves about the stuff in the bag, and I'll be right there too. I'll be right there shortly.
Got it.
Okay.
So some sort of
Yeah.
water creature, scales and bones.
Yeah. So the bones were wrapped around there's like a skin on the back. I'm saying this all quietly so the kid doesn't hear or if he's
Right.
done or whatever.
But we could go talk in our room, in the other room.
Well, I don't want to leave him in here with the door open and all of our
Fine.
stuff here,
All right. Well, let's all move over here. By you. Give him
Yeah.
a little space.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess we
well-
could just take all the stuff into the other room, but yeah. Anyway,
We were gonna go talk to these people anyway, right?
yeah. It would probably be worth it for us to check them out and see what the deal is and what if we have the opportunity to see if they look like this. Unless one of you two have seen a merfolk before.
I think that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've done quite a bit of traveling over the last few years. I've definitely seen a lot of sea monsters.
Seymour? Sea monsters?
Sea monsters. So, because I kind of feel that the way Ned is that Ned's background, having been in the hospitality business at Penguin for so long, is such that she, and despite being chaotic, is something that makes her a bit more social when it comes to meeting strange, different races, right?
Sure.
And also with even the chaotic. The chaotic is the ability to accept those that are well outside of that, immediate sphere. So this is part of why she was able to step into her dead husband's role as a pirate and get out on the high seas like she has. So.
Right.
So,
That didn't take
if we
long,
can
Chris.
do anything, men can do but better.
I can do anything you can do. All right,
I can do it.
Wait, did you say butt better?
butt better. She can do.
Butt
Who can
butter.
do butt better? Butt butter? Oh, we don't want to go there. All right.
It's actually anything you can do, I can do better. Is
I
I
actually-
can do anything right better than you.
Backwards in high heels.
I have worn high heels. I hate them. Chill's
So,
like, oh god, butt butter. Okay, so
Tidied up the room.
sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
so we let the
boy
kids
is out
kinda
there
work.
with a mop and a. You just know him as boy because you didn't hear his name.
Yeah, we were kind of over whispering in the corner. I was telling them what I saw. Kind of, we didn't take the stuff out, but we were being particularly quiet, so as not to,
Also, remember, there's like a bullet hole, or a bullet lodged in that wall, and this door is kind of busted out. So it doesn't look like. Well, it does look like a fight ensued a little bit. He's like in there with a little dagger, like, and gets the ball out and like hands it to you without question, like ammo. One of you.
So I do find that out of role, I'm going to say that we'll discuss this, I'm sure, later. But I have the suspicion that that glass vial with liquid metal might be something that'll be useful in regards to forming ammunition or perhaps even some sort of explosive at a later time. So
yeah.
Yeah.
so Ned's going to be very good about setting that, taking good care with that.
So Chris, would Ned or Frank have seen a merfolk or a Piscine
Oh yeah.
previously?
So,
Well, Frank started out her pirate career on a sinking ship that then saw some really strange stuff on an island, and then made her way eventually to Lowport. Low possibility. Frank.
And I wouldn't have known it even if I did
Right.
see something.
And so you would have a untrained intelligence check. Now, Sickly Ned seems to have been maybe dimension jumping or something like that.
Yeah.
This is all out of character. Since a giant man just came in that she knew but didn't recognize her and attacked y'all. And so something really strange is going on with Sickly Ned. Sickly Ned could have a trained intelligence check.
okay. Yeah. 'Cause
That's
Ned-
the long version.
No, that's good because the understanding, and I was saying that I would explain that at some point, is the understanding that Ned is someone who had kind of transported to another dimension at some point, and was involved in Portal Under the Stars and the Terracotta and all that. This realm is basically, this dimension realm is where her primary existence has been, but she has been elsewhere. So I think that's a big part of why she's had a bit more exposure, and she's also more a bit more like she doesn't question the strangeness of some of these things we come across. So, but yeah, I'll do a trained intelligence check there.
No.
I love it.
You're
Then I
like,
say, "Man, what?
you're like, after all this dimension jumping and shadow Mirkos and dead
I didn't do
bugs.
I hadn't rolled yet though.
Oh,
You're
is it
looking at
right
the
there?
last one. No, you're
Oh,
looking at a
6.
different roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was for something else earlier.
All right. After all of that, I'm sure that I know Piscine scales when I see them, is what she ends up with.
Nice.
Good
So
night.
what was
Good night, Dr. Myers.
No, that was Chris.
Oh, good night, Chris Myers. Ooh. This is totally off topic. So I was looking through. Is this one? So I was looking through Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Unearthed Arcana, right? And I've picked this up from a secondhand shop. And in the corner of the front cover, it says Jam. Is that you, Jim? Do I have your book?
No, you do not. That is not a book I ever had.
I was just like, Jim Andrew Myers? Jim Anthony Myers?
No.
Jim something. All right. Sorry, I got
No, I have your first name is my middle name, just spelled different.
Well, somebody spelled it wrong. The crazy thing is my last name is the same last name of DM Thaco. And I was like, really? It's so weird. Jam. Calvin, go to sleep. You said you were going to sleep. Now I want jam on my breakfast toast. There you go.
Oh, he decided that
helping
he
you.
was gonna pass out in his
In his bits.
yeah.
It is empty.
He's gonna watch us till he fell asleep.
Oh. Well, cheers. Cheers
Jam on my
to.
breakfast toast.
See, this is why I need to have like a midday American time game so we can just hang out. All the players can be European and everyone else can just skip work in America and watch us. Okay, so as Sickly Ned said, those look like Piscine scales. You all went, what?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Well, we kind of suspected that anyway. We just weren't. She's the only one who knows for sure.
Right.
It's not, so it wasn't like a big, like revelation, but it definitely confirmed that it's not like, they were.
Well, my question here is why? Like, why were they so important to that crew? Why were they here in the first place? How did they get here? How did bags get swapped? That sort of thing.
Those are all valid questions that I have answers to, but not for you yet. All right, so now what, crew?
Well, once the kid's gonna be cleaning and working in this room for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
like if you look like you want to leave, he'll look up and he'll be like doesn't say a word.
Do we trust this kid
He's
to-
like.
we're just gonna take our things. I'll take my things and this guy's things, and we'll go put them in the other room that's secured.
1, 2, 3, 4. The one where the broken door was.
No, our
we're
room.
Oh, you're
room
gonna put
one.
him into room
Room.
1. Okay. Yeah, sure.
We'll put him. We'll stash the thing in there, so that the kid can work on the room without having to worry about somebody's stuff being
Sure.
in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, flip him a tip, fix it up nice. I'll go down and make sure your boss gets paid for the damage.
Yeah.
So I'll go down there to our pangolin friend,
Griffin.
Griffin,
Yeah.
and I
An
will.
unfortunate name on his part.
Yeah, where is that? Next. All right. Well, anyways, I'll go down and slip Griffin a gold. Say, hey man, fix up your, here's for the damage in the room. Sorry about that. Some guy busted in, and I feel responsible.
Slides it into a pocket and is like, I'm certainly sure that the problem was not caused by you. Bags get mixed up every once in a while.
Agreed.
The fact that you handled a delicate situation fairly quietly. There's like a really loud band playing in the corner. Well, not even in the corner, kind of like right below your room, where your room would be. He's like,
Yeah.
that you handled it so quietly is indication of your merit as an upstanding citizen of Lowport. Like, he knows you're not from Lowport, but
Yeah.
you know what he's saying.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. Well, I just want to make sure that your expenses are covered. So if it's more than that, just let me know.
I'm a kung fu fighter. I know.
If
I said the
there's a
same
kung
thing. I
fu
said the same thing
fight-
about the sea. Now I'm mad. Gosh darn it! Chill out. I see how you are fine. Pirate I be, matey. Ooh, look! I've got a magic hat. It's even got its own skull and crossbones on it at times. All right. Okay. The hat is warm because it's actual leather. I like this hat. This was a Monster Hunter hat, so it was a big floppy hat. And then I super glued the points of it basically and crunched it down on the dome. Okay.
My hat's nice and cool.
Your hat is nice. It's very light. It's like
Very
it just
light.
floats.
Feels
on
like
top
I'm
of your
wearing
head.
nothing.
I mean, the eye patch works really well with your glasses.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Well, you zoomed in on me.
Yeah, that was a weird zoom thing I was trying to figure out earlier, and I just couldn't manage it. I don't know. But it's good to have you all so people can see your facial reactions to things more like Smoke Eye, Mirko. Okay, so yeah, there's music playing. It's loud. There's a lot of people looking around still, like what's going on. But you're talking to Griffin, and Griffin is just like and does the same thing. Puts a hand down in front of you and still takes care of other people, even though you're talking about very important things. Still takes other people and then gets back to you when everyone else is taken care of, because it makes them walk away, right? People come up and want to eavesdrop, and they're like, "What can I get you?" And then they're like, ale. And, then they get their ale, and then Griffin looks at them and takes their coin and is like, and then they get the clue to fuck off.
Yeah,
It's
All right.
work.
we're gonna go get you that deal, Griffin.
All right, great. The Merfolk again are, to the south there, and the Piscines are up just to the east of Newtown. That's all the news he gave you earlier. He's just reiterating that. He doesn't know anything. He's just saying.
So when we get outside the pangolin, I ask Frank and Ned, do we want to go and feel out what the Piscines are here for? Like maybe this thing that we have has something to do with why they're here? Or do we want to go deal with the Merfolk first?
I think that Ned wants to make sure she makes it back to dinner at 7.
Oh yeah, that's true. You have dinner at 7.
And so her concern is that if we go to see the Piscean, that could turn into a bit of a skirmish. So maybe it's better to go and see the
Merfolk?
Mermen. Yeah, the Merfolk. But they may be a little more amenable, and that's more like information gathering. I don't know. Frank, what do you
fair.
think?
I agree with you. I think that the Merfolk are the way to go. Information gathering as opposed to a positive skirmish.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. That way we can kind of get over there, get some info. Come back for dinner, get a little rest before we have an encounter with the.
Yeah, I
the
definitely need a
Piscean.
bath and a nap.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
All right.
doesn't in this day and age? All right, so you're gonna go chat with the Merfolk.
Yeah.
You, I can move you off this battle map. You stroll on down to the south. The compass rose is a little skewed, as you'll see down in the corner. So you scroll down to the southeastern-ish corner of Lowport. I'm going to ping it for everybody watching so you can see. We're going down to this pointy bit right here on the coast. And lo and behold, there are these large tents that look like they're made out of woven kelp.
Mhm.
And they have to be like 15 feet high and maybe 30 feet around. And you see what look like merfolk walking on two legs. They're greenish or bluish tinted skin, and it glistens. You see they all have large flasks at their side that must be filled with probably seawater or something. They look a little bit like that. That's a different games, but But they are not scaly on their upper bodies. The ones you see walking around on legs, their legs are scaly, but it's a much smaller, finer coverage of scales.
Yeah.
Than the things that you saw in that bag, reinforcing Sickly Ned's idea that those are probably Piscine scales in the bag. All right, you come near, and a couple merfolk, legged merfolk, come out and have like really ornate coral and opal or coral and pearl handled swords, and one has a trident, and they're aiming at their, and they say,
I put my hands up. Does anyone speak common?
It still sounds a little garbled. It's like, what is it you wish here?
Yeah.
We're here on behalf of the Krusty, was it?
The Shadowy Pangolin.
The Shadowy, that's right.
The Krusty Pangolin's in another game.
That's right. We are here on behalf of the proprietor of the Shadowy Pangolin, and we bid you welcome. And we seek to possibly secure a contract to provide you with things that you might need while you're on land, as far as food and drink, or if that's something that we can provide you with. Or is needed.
The sea provides for us. How can you help with that?
Agreed that the sea does. It was in discussion that it is unusual that you are here with us, that perhaps you were seeking some things that would be provided by the land, or something maybe a little different.
Do you have these delicacies called pork and apples?
I'll look over at Ned. Is that something we can get, Ned?
Oh yes, of course. That's actually quite common at the Penguin. They both have fresh apples from local orchards and pork that's been cured there at the Pangolin from some of the most, farm-raised pigs in the region. The Pangolins always pride themselves on offering the highest quality of food. I should know. I used to operate one in my own region.
It's hard to judge their facial expressions, but they do seem impressed as they kind of lower their weapons and they wave you forward, and you notice that their fingers are webbed between the second and third, in the middle of their fingers. Not gonna get into specific anatomy. Anyway,
Sure.
yeah, so they're like, come with us, but they have these long claws at least 2 inches. And they take you to one of these huge woven kelp tents. Think of like underwater basket weaving, but upside down. Underwater basket weaving, but upside down. With, like curtains that pull aside. And you step inside with them, and there is a huge aquarium, basically. A huge round aquarium. And the water is a little cloudy. And you hear them talk. They say, and swimming up to the front, you see this shapely, blue-skinned merfolk female, and then a male comes and kind of hovers behind her, and they have large, like dorsal fins, but on their head, and the one like gestures towards you, and asks, like, gestures for you to come closer. The one of the attendants that you've been talking to says, "Please explain to them why you are here, for they are the decision makers in our band, in our tribe."
Okay. Well, I'll introduce us and basically explain the same thing to them.
Right.
That we're here on behalf of the proprietor of the Shadowy Pangolin. And he has bid us to come here and try to parlay to earn their business for any things that they might need as far as food and or drink that are things that maybe they would not normally get from the sea, but on land, if that's something that would be of use to them. I don't mean to take over
the
You're doing great.
the female, like listens carefully. She has her hand up against the glass of the aquarium, and kind of nods as you speak several times, and then says something, and it just looks like waves in the water, and you see the one behind her kind of bow a little bit and swim off to the other side of this aquarium. The aquarium has to be like 30 feet by 30 feet, like so 60 feet diameter, give or take. How they pushed it up to, considering it's full of seawater, how they pushed it up must have taken immense strength or dedication to get these. And there were 2 tents. So,
Wow.
and the attendant listens and says, "This offer is acceptable to us. We do encourage our folk, our tribe, to partake in unique experiences, and I believe that this is one." And when he says "I," he points to the aquarium, not points, but like gestures, like, "I believe that this is a very good experience for our people." And the other one swims back into view, and has something wrapped in kelp, and swims up to the top, and one of the merfolk reaches up. The tank has to be like 10 or 12 feet tall, and again 60 feet in diameter, and kind of reaches up and grabs it, and it's a bundle of kelp, and sets it down in front of you and says, "We offer this in payment for the food and beverage experiences of the land dwellers." And then you see the female in the tank gesture, and as if sensing they're talking without even looking, or without looking, looks and says, "Oh, yes," and like tears open the bundle of kelp, and there's the biggest effing pearl you have ever seen in your life, flawless looking, basketball sized, and says,
Damn.
"This is what we offer in payment. Sorry." And you're like,
Wow,
it's not black, right?
yeah.
it is a flawless pink pearl,
Okay.
Oh,
about yay big.
Wow. Oh, that is most generous.
I'm flabbergasted.
yep. That's kind of impressive. Although the one thing I will have to say is I'm kind of a little surprised that the way that the Kelpian. I'd like
Kelpian.
Star Trek
A
Discovery.
little bit of discovery in you there.
I was kind of surprised that that they weren't speaking a little bit like old Greg from the Mighty Boosh. I'm old Greg.
I love the Mighty Boosh.
Have you ever drink Bailey's from a woman's shoe? I'm old Greg. Anyway, kelp and a pearl.
The pearl is what they're offering.
Yeah, it was just used to cover and or wrap
Right.
the pearl.
Got it. Well, this is this is great. So we got ourselves a nice pearl.
Well, I feel like we're like independently wealthy. Like we should go buy ourselves a pangolin and.
That's not your
And,
pearl. That's
Yeah,
the
that's-
pearl for the contract.
Oh right.
Well, it's pearl
Right.
for the it's pearl for the contract.
You
but
get
hey, you know what?
10% of said contract.
Exactly.
We're
Which
still
means
incredibly rich.
we can all enjoy this wonderful meal that should be starting. Are we at 7 bells yet? 'Cause
We're getting
that's-
real close to 7 bells for the
That's
Well,
Blink
if-
Bunny 5-course. 5-star 4-course. 4-star 5-course? That's what it is. Who wrote
Fancy,
this?
expensive.
5-star 4-course.
Do you think there'll still be seats available?
Oh, I'm sure I can
I
get
think it's a
you-
4-star
I'm sure I can
scale.
get you situated.
There are 25% kind of people in this town.
All right.
Because if you get below 50%, they're just probably going to stab you because they're pirates.
I can pull some strings. I can pull some strings.
It
All
specifically said, let me get into my notes, 4-star 5-course Blink Bunny dinner.
Nice.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna go to that, then I need to get a change of clothes.
Yep.
And a
I will.
bath.
So I will. Agree whatever we need to do to. We will get it. We will take this back to the owner of the shadowy pangolin. And make sure that if you were seeking pork and apples, is there something else that you guys need as well, or I'll give him the initial indication of what you are, and maybe he'll come down to see what else that is that he can do for you guys.
Right. They basically say, whatever you believe to be delicacies for in your cultures, we would very much like to experience. Before you leave, to seal the deal, as it were, they
Yes.
bring forth like this slightly pulsing pink kind of brain. That's what it looks like to you. It's like a coral, really. And they say, please place your hand on this to sign the contract, as you say in your realm. So one of you must put your hand on this coral, this brain coral.
Just one of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of you must sign the contract.
I haven't done much yet, so I'll put my hand on it.
Okay. All right. When you do, and when you think it's going to be like a solid piece of coral, it's actually squishy, and your hand kind of sinks into it a little bit. It doesn't suck. It doesn't pull. It doesn't trap. It just kind of, you rest your hand into it, and the weight of your hand kind of presses into it. And when you pull your
Like a
hand
memory
away,
foam.
yeah, when you pull your hand away, there's a perfect imprint of your hand all the way down to the ridges on your fingertips.
Okay.
And the merman servant looks at it and says, "Very well. The contract is agreed to."
Okay.
So I will ask him. I will compliment him. This is such an amazing. I've never seen anything like this, and so amazing. How, and I'll just we'll deliver the message. But I have to ask you, how did you do this, and what is the occasion that you came here like this? It's definitely a reason for celebration, but what brought this on?
Turns to the aquarium and says and has this long conversation with them, and eventually like the female, the mermaid, looks to agree and kind of turns to the male, and he says and so she nods to the one on land with you, and he says, I gotta make sure I get it right. Because I'm pulling from several different resources here. So, 46. Good old half-price books purchase from I don't know how long ago. It's a D20. It's a 3E or 3.5E book, but it had some cool stuff in it.
Nice.
Says that a mer queen has gone missing, and we believe she has been trapped by a surface dweller. She's a queen of the striped merfolk, and he puts out his arm, and you see light blue series of spots on his arm, and he says, "We are spotted tribe, and they are striped tribe." And so the story he tells you is that a queen of another tribe, the striped merfolk, has gone missing. We believe it's because of a surface dweller, an air breather, and that it is held on a ship. And so as part of the mutual defensive the mutual alliance between the merfolk nations in the region, we have sent emissaries to all of the major land-based settlements to see if we can gain information about the missing striped merfolk queen. That's what it comes down to. So it's a very somber reason that we are here. But we have learned from other subsurface races that diplomacy is often better than aggression.
I'd like to say that I think that we would be happy to do anything we can to help you find your missing queen.
We will take that under advisement. Looks at the aquarium, and again the female, the mermaid, nods. I'm just going to call them merman and mermaid.
That's fine.
Okay. I guess I would probably ask if the Piscines were aiding you in your quest as well. That's what their presence on the northern shore is.
It's hard to read their facial expressions until you say the word Piscines, and his face is like it's something like that. Or he's just like appalled at the idea.
Oh, I don't mean any offense.
We understand that you do not understand the complexities of undersea societies and tribal obligations and such. But the Piscines are, I have to find a word. No, the merfolk would say the Piscines are savages. Brutal, bloodthirsty savages. Otherwise, lesser than to the merfolk.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm betting the Piscines feel the same way about the merfolk.
Ooh.
I didn't say that out loud, of course.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a note of that. Just so I don't forget a key point later is why I'm going to make a note of it. It's more a me thing than a you thing.
Okay.
It's all me. It's not.
Are we breaking up?
That's it, party. We're done. On stream and everything.
Okay. Anybody else have anything for them? Bless you.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard me?
No, I saw you.
Saw me. Oh, okay. that was a rough one there. So, yeah,
You were good on the mute button.
yeah, that's good. That would have blown.
I've been on stream and I've been like, and like
I think I did it earlier.
just got to the mute button on the stream, but not on Zoom. Like, you guys are gonna hear me sneeze. I don't want to sneeze on stream. Like, oh, sorry everybody. Like, wiping
That's
down the
all right.
mic. All right. Who? Oh, you can't see us. Yeah, I know. We were talking about. I was on the DM notes. That's fine. Thank you. Chill out. Go to sleep. Crikey.
Great.
It's addictive. You know how it goes.
The stream is so good it keeps people awake in Europe for hours, into the wee hours. The wee hours. Look at it, it's almost midnight. That means like 6 a.m. his time practically. I'm okay with that. Okay, so you have an accord. Make you fine. It's end stream. You have an accord that says, yes. Oh, Legio is time traveling. He's 2 hours behind us somehow. You have an accord with the Merfolk that you are responsible for food and beverage experiences, land-based food and beverage experiences, specifically pork and apples, but other stuff that you see fit to bring to them. What up to the value of this huge pearl they just gave. Yes, Fate, you're still here. Are you like, I'm just gonna listen to streams till I have to go to work or something?
Yes.
It's all right.
Well, Fate rolled in as soon as Fate got up.
Right. Fate wakes up, logs into Twitch, and then listens to whatever's going on until usually still there when I got to. So so you have an accord with the Merfolk for food and beverage services that Griffon hired you to do. 10% of that deal. 2, you have a bag that has scales, skin, and hypothetically, we're the morning cartoons. That's wonderful. The skin of, and hypothetically, the bones of Piscines. All right, I'll check. Oh, Indiana Jones Bethesda trailer, official teaser. I'll check that out later. In a bag that was accidentally or on purpose exchanged with your bag, Gunner.
Okay.
And 3, ding, ding, ding. The bells are ringing. The bells are ringing. And by your count, it's almost 7 bells. And you are down south of Dockside. Down south of Dockside, and you need to get to Newtown.
Not to mention the fact that we're still gross.
Some of you are still gross. Oh well.
Yeah, well.
I don't know that sickly Ned got any blood on her when she backstabbed that dude.
Yeah, well, that's okay. She's gonna go to the room and put on her finery because 7 o'clock means just make sure you're down within 15 minutes. We'll go up and do a little whore's bath.
It is possible to hire like a private boat to take you straight across the inlet. Are you on the same map? Did I drag you to the same map?
I'll do it. We got the money.
Right.
I'll do it.
So you could do that, and it saves you about a half hour of like walking.
Yep, let's do it.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's do it.
So you can get there in 10 minutes from the Pangolino, which is like that one, to the Enchanted Edibles, which that 100 feet is actually like 1,000 yards or something. Takes you much less time to just hire that. And when you come in to the pangolin, and you drop this bundle of cabbage, Griffin looks up at you and looks down at it and looks up at you and is like, I don't know where I'm going to sell this. It says an accord has been arrived at, and like swaddles it up in the kelp and slides it under and says, very well. Any specific requests? You say pork and apples and any other delicacies, land-based, blah, blah. You just transmit the information. Griffin is like, understood. Your 10% will be calculated within the next 24 hours.
I'm sure the Citadel could help you.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely going to have to go through the Citadel, something that couldn't even buy your Black Pearl, or didn't want to, one of the two. But definitely, what are we going to do with this huge pink pearl? So, and now you are headed off to the Enchanted Edibles. One of you has a seat, the other two of you do not. And 7 bells is ringing, meaning they're ready to begin serving. You know, in some hoity-toity stuff, they always stand around and chit-chat and have drinks before they actually serve the food. So if you show up a little late, it's fashionable in some areas. So, because it is... I got a haircut today. Thank you for noticing. It was so really long and crazy. My daughter loves when I put it up like this, and then I put like one of those snap filters on. It makes it look like fire. But yeah, I did. How could you tell with the hat on? Megan?
Oh my god, look at that though.
I got my own stalker.
Meanwhile, I'm like looking at myself going, I need to like make sure my eyebrows line up. or just like,
I just do this and then rip the tape off. My stylist Cammie said, my god, we haven't seen you in so long. And I said, I know, because in December I was supposed to go and get my hair cut, but I had the COVID. And so I got like 2.5 months off the sides and like 1.5 inches off the length. So it does this again. It can be like, I got like pointy beard and pointy hair. But enough about me. Who's egotistical? Okay, so I'm going to make some real quick notes here. It's 7 bells. Enchanted Edibles is open, and Ned has a seat. The others do not. Hired, it's called Vaporetto. Hired a Vaporetto. That means water taxi in Italian. If you've been to Venice. You've seen a Vaporetto. Hired a Vaporetto to cross the inlet. Made a deal with the Merfolk. Made a Merfolk deal. A Merfolk deal for Griffin. Have a bag with Piscine parts in it. When we pick up next time, because it's midnight, the bells are ringing. Oh, it's exactly midnight. When we pick up, it will be dinner time at Enchanted Edibles. It sounds like a CBD joint.
It does. Every time you say that, I think it sounds like a dispensary.
Is there something wrong with that? I mean,
No.
No, not at all. It's just funny.
I just wanted alliteration, and it came to, I was like, magical something, magical meat stuff sounds gross. And I went through a bunch of things. I was like, oh, Enchanted Edibles, sounds wonderful. And it just now struck me. I was like, oh, sounds like a pot joint. Blink Bunny soup, Enchanted Edibles, and that's where we will pick up when we come back the next time. So,
Sounds like a plan.
excellent. Snacks.
Yes.
We're on our way out. What do you want to talk about?
I would say catch me every Wednesday here on all the RPGs for Dark Hall or Pirate. What else do I have? Every other Saturday night, I'm on Homebrew RP for the World of Cairn. And on Sundays, I'm wrapping up Something About Marie at 5 p.m. It's Zweihander RPG on TC2KB this Sunday. And then right after that finishes up, so 8 o'clock, maybe later, we'll be doing our character creation for Vigilantes of Valandria on TP2KB. And that's it for now. I'll have another one that's, it'll be another few weeks before I announce, and then also my own content, still kind of on hold. But
Excellent. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jasmine, what you got going on?
I'm going to talk about my mead here.
Yes, let's tell us about the mead.
I have been drinking this wonderful mead from the Grenfell Meadery in Vermont. They also make another one. I'm forgetting the name. Anyway, it is woman-owned and operated. If you search for them for this one, you'll find the other one. Woman-owned and operated. They use recipes that are, traditional, passed down. It's wonderful stuff. They have lots of different flavors. This is one of my favorites. It's Old Wayfarer Oaked Amber Mead.
Sounds delicious.
It is. My very favorite is actually, it's called Valkyrie's Choice. And I'd have to actually look up what's all in that because I drank it all and it's gone now.
And mead makes you forget.
Yeah. So, but it's good. It's worth checking out. And maybe I'll type in the name so you can search for it.
There you go. All right. Jim.
But that's me.
We're not...
Next week, Thursday, Axe Crawl on the Goodman Games channel with the Lich. And
What's our team name? Leather Hell Monkeys.
The Leather Hell Monkeys. Oh yeah, baby.
I'm working on a logo for it. It's going to be amazing.
And then hopefully in the next day or so here, I will have some events up on Spawn of Cyclops Con. So definitely check out Spawn of Cyclops Con.
Cool.
Havoc is the other mead, by the way. Havoc.
What are the dates for Spawn of Cyclops?
That is the weekend of the 26th of February.
What are you running at Spawn of Cyclops?
Well, I will be running Ziggurat of the Mega Maiden.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Who wrote that?
One or two other as yet undecided games.
Two Old Guys Games. That's who wrote
Ziggurat by Two Old Guys Games. I will be running that for sure.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I would like to play in that. Yeah. All right.
I could run that for you anytime.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
You know all the secrets.
Well, and so while you guys do that, Jasmine and I are going to put together a sort of little, we'll do a little like mead tasting thing online.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we'll do something.
That works.
Yeah.
That fits into your thing that you've been talking about. So
yeah, well, I've been talking about wanting to do like film and booze or RPGs and booze, and I will say Ansel Burks does a cool little thing whenever he does the tabletop pickup con. He'll usually do like kind of a little happy hour type thing, but I definitely think it'd be cool sort of topic to talk about, because mead has a bad rap. Mead has a bad rap because people think about it in regards to they're used to the like really cloying sweet. Oh, I had it at a Ren Fest. And not understanding that
this is not that.
Yeah, mead, there is a whole gamut of it in regards to honey.
A spectrum, if you will.
Yeah, spectrum. Thank you.
This one that I'm drinking now, the Nordic Farmhouse, is actually a Saison-style cranberry mead.
So sour, like on the sour side, dry sour.
It does. It's tart and dry. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
very much like
honey.
wine. The mead spectrum, because of the way it's made, is very similar to the wine spectrum.
Yes, it is.
Yes, that's true. So not all meats are created equal. Just like me, I used to tell people that at our brewery in regards to Farmhouse with sour ales is just like not every IPA, Cabernet Sauvignon, and single malt Scotch are the same. The same thing with farmhouse ales. Same thing with meads. But it is the idea that the perception of meads is the really kind of sweet mead. Not understanding it can be nice and dry and light. It can have, depending on what type of honeys you're using, adjuncts, what kind of fruits. I think that one that you're talking about, that sounds great.
It's really good. I also have a sour cherry one mead that's really good. I have one that has give me a second. 2 cans, they're not small. Ginger. And I thought I would like that a lot, but it's actually I don't really care for it because it's the hot ginger, you know? Like I don't want my mead to be spicy like that.
Yeah, I would just take my tea and pour it in a cup with vodka, and I think I'd be fine. I have ginger lime tea.
I know that there are like ginger perries. There used to be a company. I don't know if they're not producing more here, but they used to make a pear. So when I say perry, so the idea of you've got cider made with apples, perries made with pears, and so but they had a ginger perry that was really fabulous because it wasn't too hot. It was a nice ginger flavor that you get a lot of an aroma, a little bit in the flavor. But I agree with you. There is like this sort of a level to which it's like if you're getting that really hot bite from the ginger, that's just too much. You know?
Yeah, and I love ginger, and I even like it hot. I just wasn't really expecting it in my meat. I was expecting just more of the flavor, like you said. So I maybe I need to give another try too. I mean, I've got 3 cans more of it, so I should try it again. But yeah, they're good. I've really noticed a lot of differences between the different kinds too. And I do enjoy talking about alcoholic beverages.
Just gonna add a quote there that I love ginger and I even like it hot.
Yeah, well, who doesn't love a hot ginger?
Who doesn't love a hot ginger? I
said that with intent.
I'm gonna go. It's my turn. I'm gonna go.
Let's go.
I am Christopher, sometimes known as All the RPGs, sometimes known as One Old Guy from Two Old Guys Games. I will be in that new Sunday Zweihander game with Debbie as a player. We've never been a player together. Have we been a player together? Nope.
I don't think so.
And then that X-Crawl thing that Jim was talking about, I'm also going to be a player along with Chill Out Corner and Plaid Weasel. And we're going to be the Leather Hell Monkeys, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic fun. This week, tomorrow, you can find me on Goodman Games Official running The Swashbucklers. Friday, you can find me right here running Boot Hill, 2nd edition, which I should really plan for because I have not done any planning. We already rewrote history and changed the OK Corral. Who knows what's going to happen in our last session. It's just a 2-session thing. And then Saturday, this week, you'll find me on Goodman Games Official again on Danger Stranger. And then Sunday on TT2KB, getting ready for Zweihander. And then wrapping around all the way to next week, DM prep right here on All the RPG once again, so I can get ready for next week's games of Starcrawl, X-Crawl. There's a lot of crawls. I'm always crawling. Why can't we have like a Star Stand Tall? Or it sounds silly. Never mind. I've been drinking vodka. I've been drinking vodka with Bai, the sugar-free juice. All right. I do believe... Yes, there were machine guns at the OK Corral, Legio. No, actually, they chased what's-his-name into whorehouse and shot him down in cold blood. It was very cool.
A whorehouse?
A whorehouse. Who are we talking about? All right. So, I'll be streaming for the next 7 days straight. This is the first... Actually, it's not, because I already started streaming this weekend. Thank you all for tuning in, hanging out, chatting with us, cheering, subscribing, following, shaping the game as you interact with us. That is what Twitch is all about. that is why I love this lean forward experience as opposed to consuming somebody else's story. You are all part of the story that we are telling here, the players, me, and everybody in the audience. And I think it's awesome. And it's really complicated for me to keep the game balance sometimes. There's
Hey,
so
but-
many bits stacked up that we're just going to roll over all the... I will allow that. We'll roll over all the fleeting luck and everything to the next session. And maybe it'll affect the situation coming up soon.
And thank you for the opportunity, though, to allow you to provide this stage for your players to help write the stories as well, because that truly is what is very engaging in regards to being part of the game and part of the community. So thank you, Christopher.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
It was fun.
Stay safe. Wear masks. A glass ceiling was shattered. They're going to be cleaning up pieces for a decade today because a
Dear
woman,
God, what an incredible day.
a woman is now the vice president of America, and that is
A woman, a person
fucking
of
awesome.
color,
So many firsts.
Asian.
The
Oh,
whole
she's
cabinet
just-
is going to reshape. The whole cabinet is more representative of what America is right now, and that is fantastic.
I think it's a huge step in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, things can only get better. It's like I
Ah.
woke up. I had this really crazy nightmare, dudes. I was like sleeping for 4 years.
4
And shit was
years.
fucking crazy. And oh my god, I woke up and I was like, ah! And then I watched someone say, "Have a nice life." ... Today,
Wow.
and I thought, huh, he doesn't really like us.
That's,
All right, we're getting into
All right.
politics, and it's time for one more brain scrambler for Zaphod Breebalax, and it's time to go. Have a great night. Thank you all.
Nice.
See
y'all
you
soon.
online very, very soon.
Good night.